everyone in the Poindexter Lounge. I hope you enjoyed Legends of Tomorrow, and thanks for watching.
What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and it is good to have you with me in the lounge today. Now, look, if this is your first time to the Poindexter Lounge, just know this. The Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds. It's a place where you and me and all my group can get together and talk about the things that we love. Things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, superheroes, comic books, Star Wars, TV shows, whatever, man, all the things that are nerdy. If it's nerdy, we cover it and we love it. And if those are things that get you going in the morning, if those are things that get you excited, that make you excited about life itself, then please hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell, because we want you to be a part of this growing community of people. Yes, it is a real growing community of people. No, I wouldn't know how to buy a subscriber, and I certainly wouldn't do it one subscriber at a time. But hey, welcome. We want you to be here. So please, we are nearing 10,000 subscribers. When we hit 10,000 subscribers, we're going to have a fun party. We're going to do some fun stuff, and we want you to be here and be a part of that. Now, look, I've been gone for a week. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? I missed you guys. I for sure missed you. I did a fun trip, just the nerdiest of all trips. And I still yet have to go through and do a catalog of all the toys that I bought while I was gone and all the fun stuff that we did. I flew my family out to Vegas for a week. My family had never been out to Vegas. I'm originally from Vegas. I was born in Las Vegas. And of course, I got these really cool glasses that I can put like anything on here that I want. Aren't these cool? I'm not going to wear them the whole show. I just had to start off with them because I thought they were pretty cool and nifty. But I flew my family out to Vegas, and then my family used to always do this road trip, man, where we drive out to Nevada and then drive back. And so we rented a van and we drove all the way back, and we did some cool stuff. We visited the Meteor Crater in Arizona, and then just visited some various places along Route 66, and stopped at some cool comic book shops and toy stores along the way. And I went to Peddler's Post in Missouri, which is a guy, Rob Ross, who sells G.I. Joe stuff as well as a bunch of other stuff. I've been always wanted to go there. I bought some stuff off the guy for years, and got to go there. I got this really cool Cobra t-shirt from him. And then, of course, we stopped in Metropolis, Illinois on the way home, the home of Superman, which was absolutely fantastic. And I can't stress that enough, that you got to do that. You got to go there at some point in your life. If you're a DC fan, if you're just a comic book hero, let me just put it this way. You don't even have to be a DC fan or a comic book hero. If you're just a good person that likes stuff, you got to go to Metropolis. Metropolis is so cool. So look for videos of that this week. I got to put those together, and we're going to have some fun. But tonight we are back, and I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back with you guys, and we're going to have some fun tonight doing what we do in a little thing that we like to call 2 cents on nonsense. And of course, you notice there, I'm not alone in that picture. I got a guy in there with me, and ladies and gentlemen, from parts unknown, all the way from parts unknown. I mean, so far unknown that really just like nobody knows where he's at. It's crazy. Like he's hiding up under a rock somewhere. I think he's under a house or something. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the lounge, Mr. Johnny Pop.
Hello.
What's up, Mr. Johnny Pop?
I'm happy to be here, Enosh, and I'm happy to see you back in one piece. I saw all those vacation photos. It looked like a great time. So
heck yeah, man. It was fun, man. I had a blast while I was gone. Like I said, I got these. I was walking through Circus. I used to go to Circus when I was a little kid and play the Midway and do all the fun stuff. And I'm walking out, and I had seen these at Comic-Con a couple years ago. And I was like, man, those would be sweet, especially like when I'm with my band. Like, can you imagine me on stage, man? Just like type in Waking Vegas and stuff, you know, or like Doomcock sucks, you know, something like that. And anyways, but no, I could put anything on here that I want, you know, like Mike Zero is you know,
Mike Zero the hero.
Mike Zero the hero. Mike Zero made it all up. But you know what? Yeah, no. So I saw, and this girl stopped me. She's like, hey, you want to come look at this stuff? And I was like, Yeah, okay. And then Landon got this really cool hat. He got this really cool light up hat that I'm totally going to steal because it's got a YouTube play button on it. And yeah, so I was like, I got to steal
That's
that.
tight.
So anyway, so that's that. And
Are those prescription?
yeah, no, no, but they got the weirdest little buttons. And I got to say, they got these little buttons on the back that are just super tiny. And
wow.
as soon as I opened the package, one of the little buttons fell out of the little hole there. So I got to figure out.
So you got some work to do.
just how it goes, man. Just how it goes. But they fold up really nicely. And
First world
just
problems.
yeah, right. They fold up really nicely. And now I got to be very
cool.
gentle with them. But hey, Johnny, it's good to see you, man.
Yes.
Good to see what you've been up to.
Not much. Life outside of the lounge involves computers and school children. So,
oh, there you go.
Just getting ready for school to start where I live. And then right now I'm just hanging out under the house. Your trip inspired me.
Ooh.
My son is, I have 3 kids. My son's the youngest. He is 9.5 years old, and he had never seen Superman the movie.
Oh,
so yeah, I'm like, man, I'm a bad father. So we sat down.
9 years old?
Yeah. So, I mean, he'd seen like Superman Returns and Man of Steel and all sorts of other stuff. But
yeah,
I was like, have you ever seen this one? I think he's seen parts of it, but he really dug it. Like, it was cool to sit down and watch. So we watched Superman the movie the other day, and it was,
nice.
Dude, you can definitely tell it was made around the same time as like Star Trek, the motion picture, but it's so cool. It was so cool to see him, just get excited at some of the scenes I did when I was his age, back in the day. So
for sure, man, for sure. I'm sorry, I'm fixing my camera. Like, I apologize to everybody that we were a little bit late. It's like you go away for a week and and like I haven't turned on my laptop or anything for a week. I truly tried to take a vacation, Johnny. I tried to be off the grid and everything. I tried to give that time to my family because Lord knows that I'm streaming so much and doing so much the rest of the time. So I tried to really give that time to my family. But when you're off your laptop and everything, like all your passwords go, nope. Like
they all like,
no,
you don't. It's not really you.
No, you don't want to be on your computer. You don't want to access this program or that program. And like, oh, by the way, here's an update. Just randomly. So I apologize, guys, but we're here now, and I want to say hi to a few people before we get started. Mr. Horror Junkie 78 says, "I've missed you, Enosh." I missed you too, Mr. Horror Junkie 78. The Master Daily says, "Hey, Enosh." Richard Gilbert says, "Welcome back from vacation, Enosh." Arkham Gaming says, "Hi." Gavin says, Gavin's in there, says, "Hi, Enosh. Did you have a good holiday?" I certainly did. Geeks Cosmics Entertainment, what's up, buddy? Says, "Welcome back. We miss you." Yes, I am going on live. He also asked, are you going on? Is he going on live? Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting there.
We're there.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look at it. Poindexter Lounge said starting now. I'm hype. Somebody says maybe he's making some popcorn. Gavin says maybe he's making some popcorn or some pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls are always good.
Or some bagel bites. These people know me. I'm telling you what, man. That's the kind of community that you can only get when you have real subscribers, Johnny.
$20 at a time, right, Enosh? Sorry, for those of you in the lounge who don't know, we try to have a lot of fun in the lounge, and we tell the truth. And Enosh had someone. YouTubers are fickle, right? So sometimes YouTubers like to argue just to get clicks, and so Enosh and the lounge were accused of buying subscribers. So
apparently one at a time.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
if I was, I'm not even good at it, dude. If I was good at it, I'd buy like at least a few hundred, man. Like what's my deal?
He might as well have accused Brie Larson of buying subscribers. I mean, that's how ridiculous that is. Like, I mean, come on, dude. The road to 10,000 for the Poindexter Lounge is paved with blood, sweat, and tears. It's not $20 bills or no.
Oh my gosh!
It's built on relationships and everything.
It's funny, but you know what? Here's the deal. Like, Johnny, I will say this. I'm not gonna go off on that whole thing because I ended up messaging him personally, and I said, "Hey, man, I know you don't like me." He's done some other stuff about me. I was like, "I know you don't like me, but you know what?" I said, "It's okay, man." I said, I'd love to have a conversation with you anytime. And actually we talked, and I think I'm going to have him on sometime. We're just going to have a conversation because that's how we roll here at the Poindexter Lounge. We invite everybody, man. I don't shun people. So that's okay. Hey, what's up, DC Talk with Extended? Good to see you. Trying to make sure to get to everybody here real quick before we get started because I definitely want to get started. I want to jump into this. What's up, Jenner?
Jenner Customs. I was gonna say
dude.
Jenner Customs. Like, where's my money at?
Dude, I'm telling you what, yeah, right. Jenner, man, Bruce is awesome. Sickness, Brandon Routh intro, dope. Absolutely, man. He was actually really, really cool. What's up, Michael Huffin? That one, Carlos. Thank you, sir. I'm glad you like the glasses. I'll try not to be like obnoxious with them, but I'm not promising anything. Because they get kind of addicted. Addictive when you can like do all these really cool different.
Yeah.
They got programmable stuff, Johnny, where they're like they do like.
Can you do more than one color?
No. So I bought the white ones because the white ones were super cool. They had red ones and blue ones and green ones, and I decided to buy the white ones because I figured they would pop through the most. No, I did not see any aliens at Area 51. But the desert does get a little strange when you're driving through. I did go to the meteor crater, and that was from space. So there you go. Sickness says, Poindexter Lounge, the man, the myth, the legend, the cult master himself.
That's right. We are proud members of the Snyder cult.
That's right. I feel like I should just like do the whole show. So I should do the whole show as my as the leader. Yes, the Sith leader, the leader of the Snyder cult. Cobra.
Hey, I also like it. Did anybody else remember when Cobra Commander like guest starred on Transformers?
Absolutely.
Dude, I remember as a kid losing my stuff when I was like, that's Cobra Commander.
I know, man. It's so cool. And there was a couple of G.I. Joe or a couple of Transformers, I think, that did something on G.I. Joe at some point. I can't remember, but I remember there was a cool comic book crossover. So what's up, Smoke DeGrasse Tyson?
Oh, nice avatar there. I like
I know for sure, man. It's so sweet. What's up, Melissa's World? I love Melissa. She's awesome. She got Kanan, and I'm glad she got Kanan. We sent her Kanan. So can you hear me? I can't hear you, but I can see that you're there. I can definitely see that you're there. So yeah, Sith Lord Enosh and yes, DC Talk loved that episode, man. It was a great episode.
Right,
like he was Snake, and I loved at the end of that episode. Like he's walking away. He's walking away, and he's like, he starts to say Cobra, but he's like Cobra, and he coughs. It was great. It was great. And hey, for those of you who don't know, this is totally not an advertisement for them. I mean, but it is. But you can watch all of G.I. Joe and Transformers. They pretty much have every. In fact, this morning I was watching Beast Wars because they've got the original show. They've got all of the sub shows like from Transformers, everything on the Tubi app, and it's absolutely free. Tubi app is absolutely free, and you can watch that anytime, and it's super cool, man. It's all there for free. What's up, Music Man?
Oh yeah, it's the type of TV we dreamed about having as kids, right?
Heck yeah, man! It's free. It's free. So I do want to point this one thing out. So I have a Superman watch. I don't know if you guys can see this.
Nice.
This is my regular watch. It's so weird to I don't know if you guys you can see it upside down probably because of where it's at, but it's got the Henry Cavill S right there, right? But I picked this up.
Oh, that's
Metropolis.
Tight.
I have wanted a Superman ring forever, and I wear a size 15 ring, Johnny. And finally they had one, and so now I get to switch this one out with my wedding ring and wear this proudly.
Oh, that is awesome.
And if I punch somebody, it's going to be really cool because it'll be Bizarro on their face. It'd be like,
you'd be like, where I come from, this stands for hope.
And now it's on your face. Couple of things real quick before we do start with some other things. I want to say a shout out to all of our Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
You guys, I mean, can I take us out of here? I don't know if I can even take us out of here, but there they are. You guys can all see yourselves there. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for your support. You rock. We appreciate you. We can't do what we do here without your support, and so I'm thankful for that. Also, don't forget this month that if you do give to the Patreon or you give to any super chats at all this month, you're in the running for this guy, this Batman Forever Riddler. And so we do. I guess I'm buying subscribers. I'm buying Patreon people like right. Schumacher Cut might get released,
Dude,
man.
Val Kilmer is going to be at DC Fandom.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Like, oh, so as soon as they like confirmed him, I'm like, oh man. And Batman Forever is not a terrible Batman movie.
No, it's pretty good.
It's not bad. But dude, a darker, longer cut. I mean, it's more Batman. How could you not like it?
Exactly. So we've got that, guys. So that is there.
Awesome.
And so you can jump on that. Also, don't forget we do have. Whoops, there it is. We do have T-shirts and logoed items in our description below. In our description, you can find all this stuff. You can find different ways that you can help support the channel. Even the Cash App on cue there.
yeah.
Cash App. But hey, here's the. I don't know why my computer's running slow. So I got T-shirts though, and we got all kinds of different logoed items, and we'd love for you guys to pick those up. And if you do pick one up, hey, take a picture and just like show that that you got it, because I always love seeing those things when you guys send that stuff. So that being said, I just want. Oh, also don't forget, I forgot to download the logo, guys. I'm sorry. I promised the other guys that I stream with, Max and Nicotina and Zeverfet and all them, that I will definitely be sharing this week. But don't forget, speaking of fandom, it's Crisis on Infinite Streams.
There you go, baby.
That's right. And we got a whole schedule. We are here at the Poindexter Lounge. We're later in the evening, so we get to be like next to last, which is awesome because we'll be able to talk about all the stuff during the day. So you're going to want to be here, but also go support all the other channels that are part of this. Film Gob is in there. Others are going to be in there. I'm going to have my own panel as well as some other people as well. And so we're going to have a good time. All right, but Johnny, we're here for a specific reason.
Yes,
we are here. We are here for a reason, man. And
Lord,
I'm glad I said all that because Nicotina is actually here. So Cash App, baby.
Yeah.
Nicotina. Yep, for sure. But no, I didn't even know he was here. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that I plugged that because that's going to be a really cool thing. They did it once before I was kind of involved in the whole group, and so I'm glad to be a part of it. And of course, you know, there's our resident guy here. You know, it's not good.
Kavari, are you referring to Batman Forever?
I don't think he really is referring to any one thing in particular. I just don't think Kavari likes stuff at this point. I mean, I like Kavari. Don't get me wrong. Kavari, I like you. I've made it very clear that I like Kavari, but I just don't think Kavari likes stuff anymore. I don't know. It's interesting. But hey, apparently I'm Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris. That'd be sweet. Dude, you can watch those. I think there's some like page on Facebook where I watch the Chuck Norris cartoons.
Yep. So this is the big show, guys. This is the show where we do the thing and we talk about the guy. Well, not just that guy. We talk about pretty much anybody who is full of what we call nonsense. And today is yet another opportunity for us to talk about our 2 cents on nonsense because Johnny, we got this. Kennedy torched Star Wars. She resents Lucas and hates fans, according to latest rumors.
The fans. I mean, obviously, right? I mean,
well, yeah.
It'd be a crock of Johnson if we didn't listen to it. I mean,
a total crock of Johnson.
I mean, there's just it. Yeah, wait a second. Has anything else that Doomcock said lately come true? Where are we at on the board?
You know, we need to make a board, don't we? We need to let's go to the board. Nope, still zero. Still zero. Like literally, guys. Like I want to point out too that when we're doing this, we are having fun. Yes. We are not. Yes, we are kind of having fun at somebody else's expense. But anytime you put yourself out there as a YouTuber, look. When the thing came this week, Johnny, that the guy said that I was supposedly buying subscribers. You know what I did? I retweeted it.
Yeah.
I retweeted it and I was like, this is funny. This made me laugh, right? Because look, guys, you have to be able to laugh at yourself. You have to be able to see, like, you know, things are what they are, and if somebody lies about you, they lie about you. You know, if somebody's got a problem with you, they got a problem with you. You can't change anything about that. Like I ended up talking to the guy, and it was funny because at the end he was just like, you know, well, this is, you know, what my opinion was after, you know, I saw some different things. I said, that's fine. I said, I can respect that. And that's why he didn't like my opinion, obviously, when we talked about some other people before. And that's what his whole issue was. And I said, well, with the whole Ray Fisher thing, I said, well, I heard what I heard. Other people heard what they heard. And that's it. You heard what you heard. And that's why I made my video. That's
closed captioning says otherwise.
That's what it is, right? So, but it's all about in how you approach something, Johnny. And
Yeah.
I like to approach life with a smile on my face. So, look, I don't know Doomcock personally. If I met Doomcock tomorrow, I wouldn't know who he was because all I ever see is that makeshift Home Depot helmet that he's got. And he might be a nice guy outside of the fact that he makes up completely crazy Star Wars news with Mike Zero, or he is Mike Zero. I'm not really sure.
I'm telling you, we've never seen them on the same stream together, like live. So
we have not.
They could be. I mean, it's I no hate for Doomcock as a person, but come on, you are putting this stuff out there. It's fake. We're gonna react the way we react, so it's fine. I mean, just deal with it.
Look, it is what it is. Like I said, this is nothing personal to any friends of Doomcock. I've had Mike Zero friends apparently message me before and tell me that Mike has a girlfriend. How dare I say anything about Mike?
He's got a girlfriend.
I still don't know what that's about. I kept that email because I was just like, oh, okay, Mike has a girlfriend. All right,
kind of like on The Simpsons when Milhouse is like, my mom says I'm cool.
Right. So guys, that's what you're here for. We are just we're gonna have see, you guys don't know. I could be
exactly.
I could be making fun of myself.
Dude, if you were Doomcock, I'd be like, I gotta borrow that helmet. That'd be so amazing.
I love just talking about a guy talking about a girl hating fans. It's a talkingception. I love that. That's awesome. You guys are awesome. I love that about the comment section.
I love seeing the comments come through. You guys are fantastic.
Absolutely. And Master Daily says, I'm a real subber too. So there you go.
Yep, Master Daily, your check's in the mail.
Absolutely. So I'm seeing other funny stuff, but I can't get caught up in the chat room right now. We got to get started in this because Lord knows we're gonna have some fun. So Johnny, when we first start off, I always got to say like what's the over under on YouTube is still taking away subscribers, and make sure you're subscribed.
Make sure you subscribe. He'll definitely. I mean, it's a definite thing that he's gonna tell us that he's been told people were unsubscribed by YouTube and to check to make sure we're subscribed still.
Check to make sure you're subscribed.
YouTube unsubscribes people all the time. And then will he do Ray is the bestest ever.
Bestest ever. The bestest ever. Oh my gosh. It's the bestest ever.
I think we're going to get a bestest ever in this one. That would be fantastic.
We got to get a bestest ever. I love when he does bestest ever, man. I wish that he would do what he does on his live streams where he sings like WKRP in Cincinnati. That'd be fantastic, but I don't think we're going to get that in this video.
Exactly. All I can say too, like, I would love to sit down with Doomcock and be like, so when the People versus George Lucas came out, were you one of the people going, yeah, you ruined my childhood. You ruined it. And now
no. He was like, it was the bestest ever.
Yeah, exactly.
I loved it.
Like,
I love it. It's really George Lucas. Doomcock is George Lucas. He's like, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Look, I'm just going to say straight up, like, I do not Geeks Comics Entertainment says we love you 3,000. That's great. I'd love for you guys to love me 10,000 here in a minute. But no, it's like first of all, George Lucas is not coming back. He's not going to be the president of Lucasfilm.
No.
Kathleen Kennedy, Doomcock. If you watch these videos, you know Doomcock always structures these in a way where basically when Kathleen Kennedy steps down from her contract, which I think is up in September.
I think it's up at the end of the year. Yeah.
So like, what's the point? Like, seriously, at this point, like, really, like, what's the point when she steps down when it's like so close to her contract running up anyways? If she doesn't re-up her contract, all they're going to do is they're going to use this as a way, both Doomcock and Mike Zero and anybody else who's been touting this whole thing that, oh, she's going to be fired and everything. They're going to be like, see, we told you. And it's like, No, you didn't. No, you didn't. If they really wanted to make an example of her and they were really that ticked off at her, we all know they would have fired her a long time ago. She would have been gone, and they wouldn't wait to just let her
No, they don't just let contracts run out, because if they were that upset, they'd be like, we're going to pay you the money anyway, so here's your check. Get out of here. We're bringing in somebody else.
We're moving on. We're moving on. And then all the fanboys can go, see, yay, they're
Exactly.
But
Like,
my problem with Doomcock and these other people, guys, is just this, is that Doomcock's line is always what? Is always
take it with a grain.
Yeah, well, take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, but stay angry, my friends. Don't stay angry. My mission is to tell you, don't be angry. Look, you don't have to like everything that comes around and enjoy every piece of Star Wars, but you also don't have to enjoy every part of any fandom. Okay, like just like what you like, deal with that. If you don't like something, like, why are we talking about a movie that came out 9 months ago or 2 years ago or 5 years ago? It's not worth our effort when there's lots of great new Star Wars stories that are coming out, whether it be, The Mandalorian season 2, whether it be the Bad Batch animation, whether it be all these stories of possibly, this cartoon with Ahsoka and Sabine, or what, or not even cartoons, live action, I should say.
Yeah, there could be live action. There's even rumors that, and this is, I think there's a Mike Zero video based on this, but there's even rumors that who's the young man that looks like Luke Skywalker.
See, I even liked it. We almost did that video, guys. We almost didn't do the Doomcock video today. We almost did the Mike Zero video because Sebastian. I
can't think of his name.
He was Winter Soldier. He was Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
But I always want to say Sebastian Shaw, but Sebastian Shaw is the one who played Anakin. The original guy who played Anakin in the Darth Vader outfit, and then at the end, before they put Hayden Christensen back in at the end, of Return of the Jedi.
But I mean, there's rumors out here that he could be involved in
Sebastian Stan.
Sebastian Stan.
What's up? Right. Amparo, it's good to see you too. Thank you so much. But yeah, Sebastian Shan said Reese 75. Thank you for chiming in with that.
Thank you. And so there's rumors out there that there could be he could be involved in some type of live action Luke Skywalker thing, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's any truth to that because I don't know. I mean, but it would be interesting. Yeah, there are, because that's a rumor that I've seen out there in the interwebs from people, not just from Mike Zero, but from others. Yes. And so. But who knows? But if, according to Mike Zero, maybe what's her face is also involved in it. Who's he? He's been obsessed with somebody lately.
Brie Larson. Brie Larson. Brie Larson. Yes, but there is a Cara Dune figure. There's actually a couple. There's both a 3 3/4 and a 6-inch figure. And
I saw the Cara Dune figure out when I was toy shopping the other day.
Nice. Imagine that. There's actually Star Wars stuff out there that people can buy. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, that's a whole other Doomcock video. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump right in. Sit back. I hope you got your popcorn. I hope you got I hope you got your laugh meter turned way up, because we are going to have some fun. We always do here. And like I said, sorry, it's taking a little while to get this thing started. But look, we've been gone for like over a week, man. I've been gone for a week, and it's good. It's always good to catch up with old friends when you come back. So, all right, guys, we're going to jump right in. Are you ready, Johnny?
Let's do this.
All right. Attention. The following video is not intended for children. It may contain strong language and adult humor. Blatantly.
It's blatantly adult humor.
And a steaming pile of crap.
Lots of Johnson. Crocs of it.
Crocs of Johnson.
Hail, my friend.
Hail!
Please check to make sure that you are still subscribed to this channel.
Yep.
People do get unsubscribed every day.
I did.
And consider, please, joining my channel membership.
You get those emojis.
Gotta get them poop emojis. Gotta get them doom poops. Doom poops, man.
Aren't you close? The lounge is close to being able to unlock.
The lounge just got apparently we paid enough money, and we got apparently we paid enough money to YouTube. No, I literally just got the email before I left for vacation that we have the ability now to do memberships, and so I got to put that together. And we're going to do it. So look for that coming real soon, guys. So you can have Poindexter Lounge poop emojis. So there we go.
Sweet.
Videos.
They'll be the bestest ever.
Exclusive members only live streams, emojis, and more. Join the Doomcock army. We need you, my friend.
Oh, we have. I love that he's an evil ruler from the future, yet he needs us, and we're his friends.
He needs us so badly.
And guys, I really do believe that I think he does need us, because like how long has it been now, and that thing is still not lined up, dude. That arrow there on the front of his head is still not lined up. He needs the money, folks. He needs somebody to be able to come in and fix that for him. I mean, seriously.
He does. He needs your Cash Apps to you need to blow up his Cash App so he can get himself a new mask.
Hey, Cash App. Don't forget, we do have a Cash App. All the links are in the description below.
Thank you, and enjoy this video.
Oh, we will. That's what we do.
We're gonna love it.
We're gonna love it.
Greetings, my friend.
Greetings.
I am Victor Van Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth.
Can I ask you a question, Johnny?
Yeah.
So I heard somebody say that they think that like you can literally that he just dubs over the same video over and over again.
I was wondering about that too. Like, I think there could be some truth in that, but we need to do like a side by side on some of these sometimes and just like grab some stills.
I think so. I really think it's Doom Flop. Doom Flop.
Like a front man's like Home Depot gloves. They look like they're the canvas work gloves you get at Home Depot.
I know. What's up, Darth Tasty? Always good to see you there. No, it's just like every time I see the one good thing about Doomcock is every time I see him in that outfit that he's got there. Well, I think of two things. One, I either think like of my grandma's drapes.
Exactly.
Or I think of the really cool song and music video for Black Parade. Like, when I was a young boy, my father took me to see Doomcock, Star Wars, Episode 9.
Oh, hey, Benson.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Benson's? Hey, with the 5 pounds. Thank you so much with the 5 pounds. Oh, coming in, supporting us. Thank you so much. I know this is a Star Wars chat, but do you think Henry Cavill will make a Superman announcement at DC Fandom? Nosh, hope you enjoyed your trip, dude. Hey, man, check it out. Yes, and I actually thank you for bringing that up. I will say this, guys. I will have a special announcement this week also. I know we joke about the Cash App and stuff like that, but look, I appreciate anything that anybody gives, but I actually have something I'm going to put together and present to you guys that we can do together as a channel, and that is the Superman statue down there in Metropolis. It's in much need of repair. It's been out there for a long time. It's peeling and stuff, and they're trying to redo it and everything, and they actually have bricks that you can purchase that like your name is on there, or you can put whatever on there. And so I was thinking maybe we could do something like that together as a channel and support that effort. Or also they have, and I don't want to make sure I'm very sensitive about doing this, but they also at the Superman Museum, they also have a walkway where, Johnny, they have bricks where you can do stuff in memoriam to people, or just fun stuff. And I mean, and cool people have done stuff. Jerry Lawler from WWE, he's a big, huge Superman fan. I didn't know that. He's also a comic book illustrator. And yeah, dude, he's done some amazing. They've got some artwork down there of him, and he's got one in there with the WWE symbol, in it and everything. Lou Ferrigno has one down there. Cool. Some various people. And I thought, and I want to bring this to you guys, and maybe I'll do it in one of my tonight. Actually, I will be doing a call-in show at midnight Eastern time. So just so you guys know, there will be a call-in show tonight. But I'm interested to hear what you guys think of maybe trying to put something together from the Poindexter Lounge of doing something in memoriam, maybe, or just as a support for Zack Snyder's family. I want to be careful of how we word it and how we do it, because I don't want, any issues with that. But I just feel that it'd be cool at the Superman Museum, that it'd be cool to have something like that. So it's okay. So it's okay. Even
if it's just, a thank you to him for all that he's done. For Superman cinema, I mean,
absolutely.
That would be awesome.
So, from the Poindexter Lounge, from everyone at the Poindexter Lounge, so we can all kind of own that. But to answer your question, I do. I think there's definitely going to be a Superman announcement at DC Fandom. I think that he's going to be one of the surprises. So, absolutely. Batfleck. Yes. Yes. So I would say that we should definitely look forward to something like that. All right. Now back to our regularly scheduled Doomcock enjoyment. Here we go.
The best.
And I have received some explosive
What was that now?
Oh, the bestest information ever.
Yeah,
Sounds like he's got some explosive info from.
I'll tell you what, Johnny, he's back at it again, man. And as soon as I get him back into the stream here, there we go. Okay, so like I forget, man.
With a
So
grain of salt.
You got to remember, this guy's got agents, man. He's got agents.
He's got agents, and he's got salt for days.
Oh my gosh, piles of salt, dude. Piles of salt. The Doomcock has. He's got agents in Lucasfilm. So here we go.
information from an individual who claims to have insider knowledge regarding Kathleen Kennedy's responsibility for the destruction of the Disney sequel trilogy.
Hold on. He's got insiders with insider knowledge
about her, how she destroyed the sequel trilogy. Yeah. Okay. Because that was the plan, right? Do we want these movies to make money? No. We want them to be divisive and for people to get angry.
Now take this with us, a whole pantry of salt.
Exactly.
Melissa says, Johnny, I'd get out of that van if I were you.
Whoa, look at all the salt in here. Whoa.
he's not peddling candy. He's like, hey kids, hey, why don't you come over here? I got a lot of salt in this van over here.
I got some salty Star Wars rumors.
Ooh, salty Star Wars rumors. What? He's got explosives. You get out to the chopper.
Get out.
To the chopper. Oh my gosh. Okay. Man.
See, now if we need to hire the A-team to find out his real identity. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
I pity the fool who don't know who Doomcock is.
If you can find them.
you can hire. Oh, I
don't like salt. It gets everywhere.
It does. It's like sand.
Gosh. It is. It's a lot like sand in that regard. All right. So here's some more rumors.
This individual has provided a number of allegations regarding what went wrong behind the scenes at Disney, how it all traces back to decisions that Kathleen Kennedy made.
Well, of course, because she is solely
she's the only
responsible.
One
She's the only one, Johnny.
Directors or anything like that.
Nope, she is the only one responsible, Johnny, for all of the everything.
All decisions.
She's the worstest ever.
She's the worstest ever.
See, she's the epitome of the absolute opposite of Rey. Like that's her thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God! Like seriously, so much salt crate ran out. The guy in the movie, he's like, wait a second, where'd all the salt go? Oh, Doomcock stole it all.
Doomcock took it all.
Doomcock! Oh my gosh, he stole all the salt again.
Then they do a still shot. Doomcock.
Right? It's like the whole what are those shows like situation comedies like Doomcock, you did it again. I want to take a still shot of that. Like have that for like one of our future like thumbnails. Doomcock.
Exactly. You silly boy.
Have you seen Too Many Cooks?
Yes.
Too many Doomcocks. Too many Doomcocks. Too many Doomcocks. One is enough. Too many Doomcocks. Too many. I would just say the one word, but that you're probably going too far.
Yeah, but then you might. Yeah.
And how she really feels about George Lucas, Star Wars, and all of you.
You mean the guy who like hired her and put her in a position to make millions of dollars, like because he personally told Disney that the deal was not going to go through unless she was the president of Lucasfilm moving forward. How she really feels about that guy.
Yeah, exactly. And so, exactly. And I mean,
I wonder how she would feel about that
fans too, because remember last time he was on, he claimed that Kathleen Kennedy and all these people at Lucasfilm and Disney follow him in his streams and everything else. So they know how we know now with this insider knowledge, we can know how she really feels about Star Wars fans. The evil mastermind Austin Powers. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Behave. Behave, Doomcock. Doomcock should be the next villain. If they do another Austin Powers movie, I could totally see that. Be like Austin Powers versus Doomcock. Behave. Too many dooms in the kitchen.
Too many dooms in the kitchen. Doom don't fry in the kitchen.
Oh
Doom
my
don't
god.
burn on the grill.
Oh, there's no man in Doomcock's mess. It's just salt. It's literally just like a couple of kids up on like each other's shoulders and like a bag of salt up in the mask. It's like,
It'd be funny if there was like salt pouring out of his mask, like in the side, in the mouth, like every time he talks, like a little bit of salt comes out.
See, I don't know, Darth Tasty. Darth Tasty says down here, that he meant to say Doomcock, not Junecock. But I'll be honest with you, I like this statement anyways. It's common knowledge. Everybody knows that Junecock made his money in the salt industry.
Exactly. That's how he had access to all these this insider information.
Absolutely. More insight. It's the bestest ever. Let's listen some more.
I think some of the things I'm about to disclose may make you furious.
Yes.
But if it does, please bear in mind that if the recent rumors I've posted are true,
yes,
Kennedy is finished at Lucasfilm, if not actually gone.
Don't worry, she's gone. And that
yes. So yes. What a beautiful woman she is. Yes.
She hates the fans. Let the hate flow.
Kathleen Kennedy, you are a fine-looking woman in that cloak. Yes, I've never had a woman so move me in my own cloak as to see you.
I've never been moved by a woman.
Oh, the way that you purse your lips like that. Yes, it gets me going in the morning. Yes. Kathleen Kennedy, not only did you produce the films of my childhood, no, you have become evil in your old age, trying to destroy the very franchise that was handed over to you. Yes. What a wonderful woman this is.
It's just too bad she hates us all so much. Oh, and Frontman 242, thank you for the support.
Oh, I see. It hasn't popped up. It hasn't popped up yet. Hey, front. There it is. I see it now. Frontman. Yes. Frontman. Oh, see, he too feels the same way that I do about Kathleen Kennedy in a shroud. Yes, it's so good. Yes, thank you so much, Frontman.
Thank you.
Thank you for the $5 super chat. Says, let me pull it up here. I'm sorry. I got to get this right. It says global warming and salt shortage confirmed.
Exactly.
Yes, the two of the most evil things you can combine together: global warming and salt shortages.
Almost as evil as a woman in charge of Star Wars.
Oh, we would not want that now. The Force cannot be female at all. No, they cannot be the bestest ever. Right, sickness. Right, sickness, like
face. It is
that Kennedy face, man. I'm telling you.
Like with Star Wars, especially, it's like this other stuff. I mean, it's such a phenomenon. It's part of pop culture, so people think they own part of it. So, yeah. So if they're not satisfied with it, then they got to have somebody to blame.
The Kennedy Force is strong. Good. Yes. Okay, hold on. I gotta get this. There we go. All right. Are we ready?
Yes.
It's time to move forward. All right. Here we go. Kathleen Kennedy needs a hobby. She's working besides destroying Star Wars, apparently.
She's setting up the office for George to move in. That's what.
I'm setting my office for George to move in. Yes. Okay.
Which is probably why more people are coming forward to disclose her role in destroying Star Wars. There's a lot of information for me to parse through, so I may be adding further details to what I'm presenting here.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. Let's listen to what he just said there. So there's a lot of details for him to parse through. So basically, did he just admit that he just added a bunch of stuff to it?
Yeah. So he's like, so I may be adding information to it. So like, okay, so yeah,
interesting, Doomcock.
Dude. With every video, there's ways for him to backpedal out of everything. Like, because so he can never be held responsible. Like, and I mean, like, he's just a talking head on YouTube, so it's not like he's,
well, yeah, I
putting
mean,
anything to law.
but he basically just admitted.
He admitted he's making stuff up.
Yes, Doomcock is coming over to the dark side. Somebody named me like last week. I'm Doom Dexter. When I have the hood on, Doom Dexter, yes, Doom Dexter. I'm bringing Doomcock over to my dark side, yes, so he can add things like he's not doing it already. He's adding.
Dang.
Oh, we have confirmation.
Geeks
Cosmic Entertainment is Doomcock.
He's Doom.
We are all Doomcock. Kennedy kind of looked like Gargamel in that picture. That snaps.
Well, that's the point.
Snaps.
Name is Benny.
Remember this from last week? Really?
Really?
Come on. Come on. Really? I mean, Doomcock. I mean, come on. This is me you're talking to. Come on, man. Like,
come on.
Come on. Are we really still doing this, Doomcock?
Yeah. Give me the rumor. Give me the rumor.
You were the chosen one, Doomcock. You were supposed to be honest, but you lied.
There you go, Melissa. Yeah. It's like, come on. You had the information. You were supposed to unite the fans. They said it's a dreidel. It is, because we made it out of clay.
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I made you out of clay.
With you, I will play.
His name is Benny. I think that's true. If I remember right, is his name really Benny? Which I have no problem with. People make fun of I literally had somebody come in here the other day and make fun of one of my videos, and they're like, "Oh, but they're coming from a guy named Enosh. Like, what a stupid name that is." Like, okay, sorry, you don't like my name. I don't know what that has anything to do with my integrity or like anything that I've said. But okay. Speaking of integrity, Dumbcock has the integrity of Swiss cheese.
There you go.
And I have that on a good, reliable source. Tube dude
knows.
Tube Dude knows. All right.
Tube Dude knows things.
At this point, I trust Tube Dude ahead of Doomcock because I know that Doomcock has said things that are absolutely wrong and false. I mean, Tube Dude has never steered me wrong yet. So,
future video.
I'm sorry, what?
Not a lot of salt coming from Tube Dude.
No, I haven't heard any salt yet. No salt yet from Tube Dude.
No.
All I've heard is things that sound pretty together, I would say. Yes.
But for now, here are the broad strokes of what I've been told.
Here's the broad
strokes.
This is a 5,000-foot view right here, folks. Okay.
Here is what I have to say. It's broadly stroked because I'm making it up as I go along. I have reduced myself to Doomcock as Doomcock to Mike Zero status now.
Doomcock's like Bob Ross. He's like, let's put some salty little lies over here. And let's put some more little rumors over here.
Yes.
Oh, Jenner, if you made that action figure,
dude, you don't even know, man. If you make that action figure, if you figure out how to make that action figure, I will literally like hawk that thing every episode of this show.
That would be amazing. I've seen some of the Jenner those customs. They are fantastic. You do great work, and if you did that, oh man, that would be. Awesome.
I mean, dude, and you can't mess up the helmet.
I know the helmet already looks terrible.
The helmet's already awful. So, are we watching the Fantastic Four deleted scenes?
It is. Oh man!
Hey! Don't besmirch that movie with this stuff that we're watching right now. That movie is better than what we're watching right now.
Oh man!
There's not as much salt in that movie.
Four stick, yeah. That's
this just watching this will give you heart disease from
we watched that Fantastic Four together. Me and the kids and I did the other day. My 11-year-old, she said, "That really got made into a movie." Like, wow. She didn't hold back. She was pretty critical of it. I'm like, wow.
I like your daughter. Yes, she's coming along very nicely for the Snyder cult to pick her up and make her one of us. We like to start young. You know, it's just like the Empire. We go after the kids. Yes, if we can get the kids to be part of the Snyder cult, then we've done our job. Yes,
like Captain Hook recruiting all those,
Absolutely. All right, here we go.
Please bear in mind, this is from a brand new source, and I have been unable to personally verify this information, so I must ask you to regard this as unconfirmed rumor and take it with a grain of salt.
There it is.
What's different about this rumor than any of the other rumors? He says it's literally about everybody who gives him information. So how is this different?
Yeah, the last few times now it's been like, this is a brand new source that I haven't been able to confirm. Like, did somebody just on the street just come up to you and be like, hey, do you want these Star Wars rumors? Or they're like, this is somebody who emailed my inbox. Well, okay. I have people in my inbox all the time. Like, I have money waiting for me over in London. If I would just wire them money. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Jeez, man.
It's a news source. I haven't had time to vet it, Okay, whatever.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't vetted anybody, man. Like
Gagadamas.
Hey, I will say this: Star Wars Theory is epic. I don't agree with everything that he says necessarily about Star Wars, because he's got some interesting takes about some different things. But hey, that's any fandom. No, but we're not gonna agree with every piece of fandom that like everything. But I'll tell you what, we actually have our reaction video. He watched our reaction video and commented on it. So thank you, Star Wars Theory. And we stood up for Star Wars Theory when he went through all that stuff and they were coming against him for the copyright thing. We stood up for him. We made a video when I thought it was Disney. I went after Disney. So everybody was like, "Oh, you're just a Disney shill. You just like the sequel." No, look, when I thought it was Disney that went after Star Wars Theory, we've got a whole video, man, where I condemned Disney for it. And then come to find out it was Warner Brothers, which really wasn't a big surprise because Warner Brothers goes after everybody and everything. If you even say Warner Brothers, they're like, "Oh, what? We're copyright," So, but they're almost as bad as CBS, but CBS copyright. CBS goes after themselves. Like
they like their own videos.
We haven't even talked about that, but they went after their own video from Comic-Con a couple weeks ago. That was stupid. That was so dumb. But okay, speaking of dumb, here we go.
According to this source, in the beginning, Kathleen Kennedy had no ill intent. She did not set out to destroy Star Wars. The harm that she did to the franchise was more of a snowball effect.
The snowball effect, what? Because she's an ignorant woman? Is that what he's going to go with? She didn't know better.
Well, I'm glad at least that she didn't set out. She's not evil enough. She didn't set out to destroy it. You mean it was an accident? So that was because she was a woman. If she was a man, she would have gone after it fully, just destroy it.
She wouldn't have let it snowball into.
That's right. It wouldn't have been an accident. She kind of just fell into the mistake. She just fell into destroying Star Wars. Whoopsie! Oh, I fell into destroying Star Wars. Now I guess so.
Yeah, exactly. Like she didn't do it on purpose. Now it's not that she's totally evil. It's maybe she didn't do it on purpose, and we should.
So now he's kind of buttering her up for that hard.
Is he going to forgive her though, or is he just going to say we should still stay angry?
No, you should still stay angry. I mean, because you can't get over anything, Johnny. You just have to keep being angry about everything for the rest of your life. Every movie that came out, did you like Condor Man back in the day? Remember Condor Man?
Yes, I remember Condor Man. That's just.
Do you forgive Condor Man?
Yeah, but that's just. Oh my goodness, I haven't thought about that in so long. That's deep cuts, dude.
I know, man. Did you like Mac and Me?
Mac and Me, the best. Mac and Me is like the greatest McDonald's commercial ever because they're like, hey, E.T. loved Reese's Pieces. What if our alien loved McDonald's? And the McDonald's is like, sure. And then they finance like half the movie. And then
Johnny. Forgive Mac and Me.
But they pushed the wheelchair kid off the cliff. That's
a great bit too, guys. If you don't know that bit, look up on YouTube. As soon as this video is done, look up Conan O'Brien, Paul Rudd, Mac and Me. It's literally every time Paul Rudd goes on Conan O'Brien, he brings this clip they showed this clip from Mac and Me of the kid going off the cliff in a wheelchair, and they always play it off as he's got a new clip from his new movie. So it's like, here's the new Ant-Man clip, and it's the clip of him going off the. That's funny stuff, man.
It's great. It is. It's great.
That's funny stuff. Okay, back. Well, I almost forgot that we had her in that pose there for a second. Like,
he's always got to use that photo.
Hey, your Star Wars is showing. Your lightsabers are
hey,
quite bright there, Kathleen.
Looks like your sabers are ignited.
Right? Like, I mean, like, seriously, this is so dumb. Like, because that's the thing is like they always show these kind of things. You know,
well, he only wants to show pictures that make her look silly or degrading. That's the problem.
I know, and that's the problem that I have.
It's whether you agree with what she's done or not. His point, he is trying to make her look terrible. So
yeah. See, but I don't think that 187. Hey, you know, I respect your opinion, man. We've had a lot of great talks in here, but I just don't feel that like she changed the original story, like from what George Lucas wrote. See, like, because George Lucas, yeah, he wrote some treatments or whatever, but he didn't have movies ready to go. He had some treatments that he had stuff out there, and honestly, everything that we've heard about those treatments has not been good. Like, I'm sorry, but it's like about the microscopic world of the midichlorians and everything. Like midichlorian, and he's even admitted, George Lucas himself has said fans would not like it.
No, because he wanted to get weird and investigate some of the things he talked about in the original trilogy, like the midichlorians and everything like that. And it was almost like somebody said in one of his treatments, it read like a scene out of Fantastic Voyage, you know, where you're shrinking down and
and I get all that. I get that. But the reality is like people forget that people hated George Lucas.
Yeah.
Like there was a movie, even The People versus George Lucas. Yes, George Lucas loves to experiment. I get that, Melissa, and he does. And when it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
When it's bad, it's really bad. And the guy just can't write dialogue. I mean, he has a real hard time writing dialogue. And so, but the reality is like even George Lucas said about this, that he thought that fans would hate it. And obviously we have not read all that stuff, but they decided to not go with that. They decided to go with something different because they needed to make it marketable again. And I completely understand that. I mean, when you just spent $4 billion plus all the options that they gave George and everything.
Oh yeah.
That is not the time that you experiment. You know what I mean?
No. And they did want to make it their own. And I think she played a role in obviously helping to make sure that, you know, J.J. Abrams kind of helped helm that vision.
What's up, Brian Hill, Master of None? Look, guys, go over and support Brian Hill. Go give him a sub if you haven't given him a sub. Brian's a good guy. He loves to talk about Star Trek. I want to talk about Star Trek with Brian. Brian is a great Star Trek guy, and I want to give him a shout out for that. And Gavin, I thought I made you a mod, but if I didn't, I apologize. I could have swore I did. But you know, look, it takes all kinds, and I get it. Some people are going to like it. Some people are not going to like it. The reality is, though, is that like we hold some of this stuff in such high regard, but we forget the history. The People versus George Lucas was an eye opener for anybody who has not seen it. Also, that's on Tubi, the Tubi app.
Yeah.
So maybe we should like contact them and be like, hey, we're plugging you over here. But no, it's on the Tubi app. The documentary is there, guys, and you can see just how much the people hated George Lucas. They did not think that he was the bestest ever, for sure. All right, so let's hope that she puts her
so she closes her jacket at some point.
Yes, her lightsabers back in her jacket. There,
a series of bad decisions that gathered momentum until the franchise was buried in an avalanche of suck.
I'm sorry, I almost spit out my.
He's buried in an avalanche of suck. That's funny. Oh, he can't just say it was terrible. It's buried in an avalanche of suck. Tell us how you really feel there, buddy. Like, okay. It's like it's buried in an avalanche of suck. Yes. This guy, Doomcock, must be a real treat at like family get-togethers and stuff like that.
Can you pass the salt? I have plenty of salt for everyone. I brought salt for everyone. Oh my gosh.
Wow, it's buried in an avalanche of suck. That's great.
You know what? So Frontman, I will say this. you know, I've heard that statement that she made about this, about the source material and stuff, and I think that I get this. This is one of those this is one of those arguments that, Johnny, I do understand, because obviously there's a lot of material out there. You know what I mean? There's a lot of source material and stuff. The problem that I feel that this had going forward was the fact that, like, we couldn't go back and make the Timothy Zahn trilogy.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Because it was 30 years afterwards.
And I mean, that's it. And a lot of people said they should have just adapted that somehow. But if you've read those books, like, I mean, the Thrawn trilogy is amazing. It's
fantastic.
Great.
It's
great.
Brilliant.
And Disney still publishes those paperbacks today. In fact, I got a new set of them for Christmas.
And slowly but surely, they are reintroducing a lot of those concepts back into canon.
Yeah, and it's just because Disney is very conscious of what Star Wars canon is and what it isn't, and you know, they made a decision that they wanted to control more of the narrative. So a lot of that extended universe stuff they shoved into like myths and legends. So and I understand that a little bit, because they own the property now. They want to control what it looks like. You know, when you think of other things that Disney owns the rights to.
Yes.
You know, Cinderella, that fairy tale. Disney owns the rights to, put it, publish all these different things based on it.
Yeah.
It's their copyrights. And the Cinderella we think of now is more of the narrative Disney gave us than anything else. Same thing with like the Little Mermaid or anything else.
Peter Pan.
Yeah,
Pinocchio.
Peter Pan, Pinocchio, all these things that have been changed. Winnie the Pooh has been, the way they've changed that. And some people would dare say now even the Muppets, the way they're reshaping them.
Yeah. Which can I just say this? I will agree with this, and I want to do a video about this. The new voice of Kermit sucks.
It's
sucks. It's a whole what was that? A pile of suck? What did he just say? Like we should have got It's buried in a pile of suck, because it does not even. It literally sounds like Kermit went through puberty.
It does. It sounds like someone's hurting a child, and it's like it's. So I mean, but that's it. But that's what Disney does. So I mean, did they follow Lucas's treatments and try and adapt some of the other stuff that we'd seen? No, they didn't, because now they want to control the narrative. They want to control the story, and they're right. They own it.
And real quick before we move on, Ronan the Troll Slayer. I love that name. That's great. Star Wars was George Lucas's baby, after all. Respect to the creator. Yes,
totally.
But George sold it. See, here's a little thing that we always have to be reminded of. Yes. He is the creator. He definitely created Star Wars. He definitely should get all the respect for the fact that he created this thing. But you got to admit, we have to admit, when we forget this, like, he created it, but in that original trilogy, he had a lot of help.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the people who gave him the help ended up leaving him because he wanted all the power, ultimate power, right? And so the thing is that he, by the time he got to the prequels, he had nothing but yes men. And anybody who's watched those prequels and watched the behind the scenes stuff with the prequels, you see that he literally has nothing but yes men. He has a bunch of young kids surrounding him who just look at him because, oh my gosh, they're just so excited just to be working on a Star Wars movie that nobody's looking at it objectively at all to say, hey, you probably shouldn't do this here, or you should do this here, or whatever. And Rich McCallum, like, he produced the thing and he sucked at it. He didn't do any producing. He just literally just was like, whatever George says, we're just going to go do. So nobody had any kind of input besides George. And the thing is then George turned around and sold it. So here's the deal, guys. I run the Poindexter Lounge. Right. I own the Poindexter Lounge. This is our creation. My family and me, we've done this. If I sold the Poindexter Lounge for $4 billion, Disney, it's for sale if you'd like it. I mean, for $4 billion, I'll sell it. I'll go make another channel. We'll call it, Poindexter's Romper Room or something. I don't know. But like, seriously, when you sell something for $4 billion, when you sell something for anything, guess what? You don't get to say what they do with it.
No, you hand over the keys, man. It's like those,
you sell a car, it's gone.
You
know?
can't complain about the color that the next person painted the house after you sell it.
I was just in Las Vegas, Johnny, and I got to go to the house that I grew up in. A guy bought it a couple of years ago, and he was actually literally renovating the house while we were there. And I walked in, and I thought that what he was doing was cool. Like, he took this older house and out in Vegas, and he's totally revamping it, and it looks really cool, the stuff that he's doing to it. And I sent pictures to my grandmother who owned the house in the 70s, and she was ticked. I mean, seriously, I'm sitting here going, man, like, he's done a really good job at this place. And she is literally ticked, and she's mad because he changed this and he did that. Oh my gosh, this house was immaculate and was epic and just respectful back in the day. I'm like, Grandma, did you really think he was going to keep the same wallpaper, with what was it? It's got had peacocks on it. It was like the silver shiny stuff with peacocks on it and stuff. And it was just, that's what it was. You know what I mean? It was just a bunch of weird.
Oh no. Looks like we lost Enosh there, but hopefully he'll come right back. So we're going to keep taking a look at what Doomcock has to say about Star Wars. But one of the things I want to say as well is that, Doomcock, Mike Zero, some of these other salty Star Wars fans, even though they're angry and they want us to stay angry, I don't think we really need to stay angry, because we as fans can be better than that. And so, rather than getting angry and buying into the hysteria that Doomcock wants to promote with his videos, I'd rather just laugh at it. And I hope you guys can laugh at it too. So yeah, Geeks Cosmic says Enosh has been blipped by Thanos. I think you could be onto something there. Frontman hacked by Doomcock's army. Oh man, if I could throw some of these comments up on the screen, I would. I don't have that. Hashtag be better. There you go. It is. It's just, Mike Zero canceled Enosh from Mr. Horror Junkie there. It's true. It could be something like that.
Hello?
Man, that's funny.
We still going? Are we still?
There you go. Yeah, we're
on?
still here.
What the heck happened, man?
So we were talking here. It looks like some people thought maybe you got blipped by Thanos. Or that you got maybe it was Frontman thought maybe you got hacked by Doomcock's army.
Probably. That's probably what it was. But anyway,
Frontman, I pray they'll never remake Logan's Run. Didn't they remake Logan's Run? Didn't Bryan Singer remake that? Like, that was like Singer wanted to make Logan's Run. Like, really
yeah, I think so. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what in the world happened there. That was like the weirdest thing. All of a sudden, I just blipped out there, and I had to come back. So let me get the video back up here and going. But no. So anyways, like I said, my grandmother just freaked out on this house, man. And it's like I told him, like, it's not going to be the same way it was 40 years ago. It's just not going to be the same. You got to understand that. And that's what's happened with Star Wars. He sold Star Wars. And once you sell the thing that you own, yes, you may have created it, but you no longer have control over it, and you do not have a say in what happens to it. So
exactly.
I became one with the Force. I'm one with the Force, and the Force is with me.
Exactly.
So I'm just glad I was here. Everything kind of blinked out. The power just went, shoop, and I was like, "Oh, what happened?" Okay,
that was scary.
Okay, I got it back up. We're good to go. Let me share this thing again, so we're gonna have to get this thing in, man. Doomcock's coming for us. Apparently, I know.
We gotta figure out. I mean, we have been contacted by people who say they're his friends, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and so we need to make sure that we do this correctly. Okay.
Although when you search Doomcock on YouTube, we also come up, just so you know.
Right? Isn't that weird?
Isn't that great?
That's awesome. That's awesome. So search Doomcock and click on our link. All right, here we go. You'll have a lot more fun. So,
to make their first Star Wars film under the new ownership, Disney wanted to play it safe. And Miss Kathy as those who worked with and around her frequently called her,
Miss
had
Kathy.
the absolutely horrible idea of basically remaking the original Star Wars, only this time Luke would be a woman.
Oh yeah.
This suited Disney
God
just
forbid.
fine. It seems safe enough. The film was nothing more than a remake in sequel's clothing, and the public's hunger for new Star Wars guaranteed the film was a wild success despite the nagging familiarity of the reheated leftover plot.
Which, this is not a new argument or a new criticism. And I mean,
No.
this is even a criticism that legitimate film critics levied against The Force Awakens. But I think you got to think how some of these people think. Like J.J. Abrams is a meta guy who thinks about like big things, right?
Yeah.
You don't think that he thought about the fact that this people would notice that it resembled the first, A New Hope?
Oh, I'm sure he did.
And so
I'm sure he did.
He's talking about how things are kind of circular and everything plays out again. And will it play out the same way this time as it did last time? And obviously it's going to play out differently. So
that's what I loved about The Last Jedi.
Exactly.
Is that The Last Jedi, for the first time in watching a Star Wars movie in the last, 5 films, in the 5 films that had come out, so the prequels and The Force Awakens, for the first time I felt like anything could happen in a Star Wars movie. Like it was not it was not bound to just one thing. That's like here's 3 good guys, 2 guys and a girl and a pizza place, and and Ryan Reynolds, but it wasn't that same story, and it wasn't just here's a big bad guy who controls the Force, here's a young guy who has the Force, but he's really angsty, and he wants to fight everybody and everything, and going back and forth, and it's like, but I seriously, and I understand that there are people who who said it here, Frontman says Rey is still a Mary Sue. I get it. There's things that come easy to her, but here's the thing. The same thing happened with Anakin. Things came easy for Anakin. They actually talk about the fact there that he's the only one who can fly pod racers. He does all these things with Jedi reflexes and stuff, and it just comes easy to him.
He built a protocol droid.
He didn't know what the Force was. He didn't know what any of those things were. He didn't know what a Jedi. He barely knew what a Jedi was. He's like, Jedi can't die. I mean, like you had all these other things, and he just kind of fumbled his way. I mean, come on, ooh. Look, whoops, that's a good move. Let's try spinning. Like, you know what I mean? Like he literally took down an entire. Why doesn't anybody say that about Anakin? He's literally a 9-year-old boy, and he takes down all of the Trade Federation by accident.
Whoops. It's like, yeah.
And literally says, whoops. Like Darth Vader, look, Darth Vader should never have said whoops. Or,
that part of Phantom Menace always reminded me of like an episode of Punky Brewster. Like you expected Punky's, adopted dad to come out and go, Punky,
Punky,
oh Anakin,
What do you? I mean, it's like go get up in that cockpit over there, Anakin or Annie, and it's like, oh yeah, okay, bloop. I pushed the button. What? We're going out to automatically fly in this thing. I got to get this autopilot off. How do I do that? I'm gonna put this helmet on that fits a little kid's head.
Yeah, I know. It's just that scene reminded me of. You ever see the movie Space Camp?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's like, put Max in space. It's kind of like.
See, here's the thing about that, Johnny. Here's the thing. So I understand it that people say, well, things came way too easy for her, and I understand, but things came way too easy for him, and then even Luke. I mean. People go on about Luke, and I love Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker is one of my favorite characters of all time. I was a Luke Skywalker kid, but the reality is Luke does not do this extensive training that everybody acts like he does. No. And even if you want to believe that, then it must all be off camera, which everybody's upset that everything happens off camera with the Star Wars sequel. So it's like, a lot of these things, like I understand where they come from, and I respect the opinions for sure, but I just feel like we're just at a point where there's nothing that was going to make us happy because we didn't go to these movies, we didn't go to the sequels as fans saying, hey, what is the next story? We went to the sequels as fans saying, we know where this should go and what should happen, and we've had 40 years to have it in our head, and you're not doing what we think, and so we're angry, and we're going to stay angry, and we're going to make helmets out of material that we found from Home Depot, and we're not going to line it up correctly up at the top, right? So anyways, so that's what it is. But let's get into this some more. Let's get back to now that I'm back here. All right.
$1.5 billion of box office grosses later.
Yes.
Disney thought that Star Wars was going to be a license to print money. They believed they could put anything on the screen and the fans would lap it up.
See, here's the thing too, guys. Like companies, they act like these companies, these movie studios are just like, they hate the fans. They don't care about the fans. They just want to put anything out there. Guys, look, these people don't hate you.
No.
Look, I'm not saying they're your friend either. Okay, I'm definitely not saying. So don't listen to me say, well, the Disney's your friend and they just love you, and so like come to the Disney side. Come. We don't have cookies, but we have Mouseketeer ears. Like I'm not saying that either, guys. So don't take what I'm saying wrong, but they don't hate you.
No.
These companies don't hate you. They want to give you things that they hope you'll like, so that yes, they can make money. Like that's why they're in business. Even George Lucas was not making Star Wars because he just loved you all. You know what I mean? Like
it was for my happiness.
But that's the thing is that we misconstrued these things because we feel so passionately about it, because I love Star Wars. Look, I'm in a room full of Star Wars. I'm in a house full of Star Wars. So I love Star Wars, but Star Wars doesn't love me. And that's the Johnny, we're in that kind of relationship, man, is that we forget this.
We do.
It's like us pining for the person that we care about. If you're a guy and you see that girl and man, you just love her so much and you just do anything for her, you give her all your money, you take her anywhere, you just throw everything at her. If you're a girl and you like a guy and you just you just do everything to get his attention and try to show him that you care about him. Look, if you're a guy who likes a guy, a girl who likes a girl, I don't have personal experience and how those relationships go, but you do, I guess, whatever you got to do, right, to get the other person's attention is show them. But if they don't care the same way about you, regardless, it's not the same kind of relationship.
No, and I mean, and Disney wants to keep us as a fan. They like the fans, so they don't. This idea that they hate the fans, it's
wait, hold up. You hush your mouth, Mr. Horror Junkie 78. Chris Terrio does in fact love me.
He loves Enosh big time.
He loves Mark Uno. At least Mark Uno loves Chris Terrio. And that's it, man. That's it right there.
Werewolf. If that's what, I mean, if you love it, love it. If not, move along.
Yeah, and that's why I keep saying that you just got to take one movie at a time, guys. You got to take one property at a time, one show at a time, whatever. If you don't like it, then you just got to move on. That's why I don't agree with the narrative to stay angry and keep doing stuff about it, like once it's been done, because there's always going to be something else. And we're already seeing that there's positive Star Wars that's coming, folks. I mean, we're already seeing that. So why are we worried about Kathleen Kennedy and what she's going to do? Like when there's good stuff right now that's coming out. That's what I think.
And so Disney at that point gave Kathleen Kennedy carte blanche to do whatever she wanted. And the result was The Last Jedi. An absolute franchise-killing catastrophe of a film made by people who thought that Star Wars was fail-proof.
I don't understand that either. Like, this thought it was fail-proof. Like, whatever. It's because you thought the cycle was starting over again, and now they're breaking the mold, right? Yep. Yeah, I love Brie Larson. That's right. It's, this is just, again, Well, Aaron, I don't know. They might hate all of us, and I understand some people do not like The Last Jedi, but it's whatever. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It's not. They weren't intentionally trying to hurt you. Okay.
Yeah, they weren't trying to kill all of our childhoods. I mean, but look at the horrible things people said about George Lucas. They said George Lucas raped their childhood. That became a long running comment from people that George Lucas raped their childhood. Like,
yeah, and I think Last Jedi gets better every time I watch it. So, you don't like it, you don't like it. That's fine. I mean,
I feel like the longer these movies are around, the just like the prequels, because people absolutely hated the prequels with such vitriol that they
there's no save. There's only like 2 scenes out of Clone Wars that need to stay. Other than that, like, that one still doesn't age well.
This scene right here is
yeah, exactly Smoke.
Okay.
That's
hey boy, what you looking mighty pretty there, and then with that whip and everything. I remember that was interesting.
Well, and Music Man makes a great point right there too about fighting for what you love, right? So, yeah, I mean, if you love Star Wars, but support the parts of the property that you enjoy. But that doesn't mean that you have to be so angry about people that love it, because even though you like this property, even though you like this comic book, this movie, this franchise, whatever, you enjoy it, but you don't control it.
Yeah,
that's what we have to understand. Like, we don't control it. Like, my son, his favorite Spider-Man is Miles Morales.
Hmm.
He likes Peter Parker and all that, but he loves Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Like, there are some people, I share that. If I were to share that at some comic book circles, they would be like, what kind of father are you? like you should make sure that kid understands that, Peter Parker is the original, the only, the best Spider-Man. And I'm like, trust me, I've had people, ask me some weird questions about that. It is what it is. I mean, yes. So fight for what you love, but only to a certain point, because you can't control what's going to happen.
Well, and that's the thing. So I agree, Music Man. Like, I do believe we should fight for what we love, but we also have to remember that we're not the only ones.
Yeah.
Right. So the thing is that there, contrary to popular belief, there is a whole other demographic of people who love The Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So at some point you always have to ask yourself, like, am I just condemning things? Am I just throwing damnation into the wind? Or am I speaking my mind about because how you speak your mind is you just don't watch it. Right. Is you just move on and you don't support it. That's the best thing to do. But I understand that we're on the internet and we feel like we have to say something. So you say what you need to say. And look, if anybody who's been around the channel for any amount of time, that I respect everybody's opinions. I'll sit here and talk to you like the like I said, the dude who was yelling, and like tweeting about, like, that was totally unprompted. The whole, Enosh is buying subs, apparently one at a time. Totally unprompted. I just thought it was funny that the guy actually spent time on that. I felt bad for him that he actually spent time on that. But like, I even talked to him offline. I got a whole DM, thing where, like, we talk, and it's like, I'm telling him, like, hey man, I'd love to have you on the show. I'd love to talk to you, and he's like, well, I don't hate you, like, I didn't like this, whatever. I'm like, okay, like that's fine. Right. So I think that's what we gotta balance. And that's why I think that people like Doomcock and some of these others who are doing this stuff, like, it's unbalanced, it's unhinged, because it's focusing so much on this hatred and just like this absolute, like, thing. It's like stuff that we can't change. And then when you go back and you try to make up a rumor that says that it's gonna all change and go away, like, why are we focused on that? That's not gonna happen.
But to fight to the extent of, like, I'm gonna erase these movies from existence and they need to remove them from canon, whatever. Star Wars needs to take a page out of the DC Comics book, and just embrace the fact that there can be multiple iterations of that at the same time. right? If you don't enjoy the sequel trilogy, go back and read the Thrawn trilogy. Maybe you'll enjoy that a lot more.
Yeah.
And maybe that can be your sequel trilogy. I mean, just don't get all upset. Yeah, with somebody else that likes it.
Yeah, and Werewolf, I think I agree with you on a lot of these comments that you're making. Yeah, I mean, there's so many great scenes in there, and it just is what it is, But from man, I get it, but like if you've seen me at all, I can defend it and defend it pretty well in the things that I see. Hey, look here. Matt Jarvis says you can have multiple stories, but one consistent timeline should be in play.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, totally.
Yep. So you have multiple options, but one timeline, and I think that's what we got at this point. At this point, we no. Well, hold on a second. I tried to pull it up. Hey, Johnny, did you say Trump trilogy?
Trump trilogy. No, going out there, gonna play some golf. It's gonna be a lot of golf. We've got some charts and graphs here. Gonna be a big deal about some people from China. China, they watch a lot of movies. A lot of movies in China. Lucasfilm, awesome stuff. Kathleen Kennedy, big lightsabers.
That's funny.
Man,
that's good stuff. All right. So let's get back to let's finish up. Yeah, let's get through this. Let's watch some.
We gotta.
It was The Perfect Storm, a film made by a cinematic agent provocateur who filmed his first draft script and derived personal satisfaction from dividing the audience right down the middle.
Oh, boy.
Enabled by a woman who wanted to fundamentally change Star
this picture.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's
man.
So yeah. I mean, okay. I don't think there's no. It's not like they're trying to shove SJW stuff on you, but they're also trying to make it known that they're trying to be inclusive.
Look, my wife loves Star Wars. Okay, she loves all the female characters. She thinks it's cool, but she loves Luke Skywalker too. She loves Han Solo. You know what I mean? She there's nothing wrong with having some women in Star Wars.
And the thing that they're fighting against here too is the fact that that stereotypical trope that Star Wars fans are a bunch of men in basements like myself right now, right? I mean, seriously, that's what they're fighting against. No, there are women involved in this who, who produce these movies, who write on these movies, who work on these movies, who enjoy these movies. And that's what they're promoting. The fact that,
it's for everybody. It is what it is.
Star Wars into a propaganda vehicle for intersectional feminism, infamously declaring the forces female, and to hell with the consequences.
What the heck movie are you watching? Doomcock. Dude, what movie are you watching?
The only female Force users I saw in The Last Jedi were Leia and Rey. But whatever.
But they were the bestest ever.
Oh.
This cannot fail.
No.
This is Star Wars.
Absolutely.
Except
still made over $1 billion, by the way. So I don't know if you consider that a failure.
I don't know if they did they stop counting the money there? Okay.
I mean, the DVDs and Blu-rays sold a ton, so I don't know.
That it wasn't, and the fans knew it. And their rejection of The Last Jedi prompted what this source described as Kathleen Kennedy's dawning hatred of the fans.
A portion of the fans.
A very vocal majority, people on Reddit who spammed Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb and other places with fake reviews. So, yeah, but Kathleen Kennedy, that made her hate the fans. Whatever.
Yeah, it absolutely hates you guys.
Yeah, she absolutely hates us, right?
Yes.
She'll still cash that check, but she hates us. Okay, whatever.
Yep. Absolutely hates all of you. So
knows you by name.
Trump trilogy, 54 holes of fun. 2 thumbs up. Oh my God.
Little golf this
Kathleen Kennedy is the Senate.
Kathleen Kennedy, favorite senator.
Favorite senator. Yes.
Quote, "This is where it goes bad," unquote, the source states.
Yes.
Quote, "All the infighting with the fans."
This is where
I
she
think this
embraced
is where the hate for the fandom started for her, or was intensified.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Yes.
Unquote.
Hmm.
The Last Jedi.
All the infighting with the fans because fans never fought over stuff before.
No, it's not like anybody's ever disagreed over Star Wars until
No.
Kennedy was-
Only when Kathleen Kennedy took over were the fans in any way fighting with each other over nerd stuff.
Exactly.
Kathleen Kennedy, we invite you to be on this council, but we do not grant you
The rank of
the rank of master.
It's not fair.
She doesn't hate you. So.
Thanks, Tube, dude. It's reassuring.
I was the only kid in town that wanted to be in the trash compactor, who wanted to be the trash compactor creature.
That scene always creeped me out as a kid.
Yes, hilarious it is.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Kennedy is on the Jedi Council.
According to this source, is exactly the way Kathleen Kennedy wanted it.
Hmm.
Ruin Johnson filmed his first.
See what I did there? I said Ruin Johnson.
I said Ruin Johnson. I read Twitter.
Yes, it's the bestest ever. It's so cool.
Whatever.
draft script with a few additional scenes actually inserted at the request of Kathleen Kennedy.
I personally wrote these notes. My name is Kathleen Kennedy. I had this little cubicle here of when I, as Kathleen Kennedy used to work at Kinko's. And
she came down with additional pages.
Yes, I have this cool cubicle here of notes, and I also have this cool slinky of Kinko's. Yes, all these Kinko's things. And I worked there, and I made a note to Ryan Johnson from this very cube. Yes, I told him to put in something in the movie.
Dear Ruin Johnson, please put these scenes in.
In particular, the scene with Luke milking the space manatee and guzzling the repulsive green liquid straight from the manatee.
He's a freaking farm boy. Dude, he literally was a farm kid who drank blue milk. Like, where do the people think that that the milk comes from? Are we not understanding that milk comes from a teat of an animal? And if he's on, like, I get it. It was not, look, it's not something that I'd have been like, hey, you know what I really want to see in Star Wars?
Yeah,
is
exactly.
Luke milking this thing. But I'll be honest with you. Yeah, why not?
I mean, it's like, give me a break. Like, I know, but trust me, with all people were so obsessed with the blue milk, and then now when they do something like this to kind of play, a play on that whole thing, they're just,
Dude, I didn't know you lived in Reno, Brian. I wish we could have met up while I was in Vegas, man.
Oh, that's crazy.
That'd have been cool, man.
Yeah, you guys had a Firenado out there. That was crazy.
We know it rains milk. Sure, but ew. No, wait, hold on. They moved up when I tried to click on it. No. Like, it's just like here's the thing. Like, I just don't see it as like being the worst thing in the world, right?
No.
It's a teat. That's what it is.
Exactly.
It's a teat. Look, guys, we got a teat in Star Wars. Shh.
Careful now.
Look at that. Look at that right there. Just see. Look at Luke. He's just like
he's looking at. He's like, "What are you gonna do about it?"
Exactly. It was like even Luke doing that was like, "Look what I'm doing, guys." Yeah, that's right. I'm massaging this thing and I'm getting some green milk out of it.
Like, I'm gonna make this work for me.
I'm Luke freaking Skywalker. What you gonna do about it?
This was a scene that Mark Hamill obviously did not want to do, but of course he was overruled by both Johnson and Kennedy.
How is he obviously not wanting to do it?
Because he was. Yeah. What? Were you there, Doomcock? Did you read his mind? Okay. Whatever. The teat is diamond hard. It is.
You got to say that is. You got to say that is Trump.
That teat diamond hard, very hard, hardest teats around. Beautiful, greatest.
Teats are canon.
Teats are canon.
Yes. Manatit.
We're gonna have huge teats. Huge teats. Best teats ever.
Yeah, I've seen worse things. All right, here we go.
So as it turns out,
Yes.
as per this source, one of the most loathed scenes in movie history was conceived of and implemented by Kathleen Kennedy herself.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
That was her specific thing was
Yeah.
Ryan, I want you to put in a scene where Luke massages a teat and gets green milk. That's the one that she put her foot down on.
Okay, those are the notes you're giving me. Okay, let me get props out here and we'll make it happen. Yeah, because I'm sure that's how Ryan Johnson makes a movie. Possibly an implant. Did you have a source planted there? No, but I had an implant. Dirt.
Oh my gosh. Ryan Johnson forced Luke's hand onto the teeth.
He did. It was, I have it on good authority that Luke Skywalker's, Mark Hamill filmed this scene at gunpoint. Who held the gun? We don't know if it was Ruin or Miss Kathy.
He can do whatever he wants. Look.
Exactly. You looking at me?
I just don't think that scene in The Last Jedi was executed properly. I don't know. He got the milk out.
I mean, it worked. He got sustenance.
He did. I don't know. I could be wrong. The aliens are implant teats. That I don't know. It's just not that big of a deal to me.
But worse was coming.
No. Worse was coming because there was an ad coming here. All right, here we go.
Out to demand the inclusion of the one scene that utterly destroyed the Star Wars saga. More on that in a few minutes.
There we go.
When asked if Kennedy set out to destroy George Lucas's creation, this source replied, quote, "Well, not so much to destroy it at first," unquote. But
my job as president of Lucasfilm was not to destroy it at first, but then I started hating it and totally wanted to bring down this empire that had been built and handed to me.
Once I decided to hate the fans, and I mean, it just came naturally.
Folks, can we just say that doesn't make sense for a president of a company to be like, I want to bring the whole thing down? Come on. That doesn't make any sense. Look, you can be mad at the movie all you want, but this ridiculous stuff from Doomcock going that she wanted to destroy the whole thing because she's mad at the fans. That is so dumb. That is so dumb.
If that was true, she would have been fired right away. That's just not.
Yeah, if she had shown any type of personal hatred for anybody and any kind of inkling that she was intentionally trying to bring down the entire company, do you think that Disney would have allowed her to continue one more day? That's like cheating in baseball or cheating in sports. If they find out that you're doing something like that to intentionally bring down your team or whatever, look, we live in a world where, guess what? People do stupid stuff, but the second like somebody is found to be cheating, look at poor Pete Rose. He can't even get into the Hall of Fame. He's like the bestest ever, and he can't even get into the Hall of Fame at this point because he made a huge mistake. And like that stuff is not just looked over. If you're trying to destroy the multi-billion-dollar company, billion-dollar company that you work for, that you were hired to be the president of, if you were that, there is no way, like, I don't care how many YouTubers come on here and say that Kathleen Kennedy hates you or the Disney hates you or whatever. There is no way.
No way.
Just look, you may not like the big teeth scene. Okay. I get it. But seriously, guys, I mean, come on. It's such a dumb story to say that she somehow is angry at the fans and trying to bring it down. Like, that's just dumb. There's no way Disney would have allowed that because Disney is about making money. So which is it? Are they just about making money and want to do everything they can to make money? Or will they let Kathleen Kennedy like realize her vision of doomsday against Star Wars and let her realize her vision and her personal bloodlust to mock the fans and to bring the whole thing down? It's dumb.
Do you think the scene that ruins Star Wars is the one where, Rey sees Kylo with his shirt off?
The scene is dumb.
It is dumb, but it's
definitely
is that the one
dumb.
that ruined Star Wars? I can't wait to see which one that is. Like,
It just,
or maybe it's the one where Luke contemplates killing Kylo Ren.
I don't know. I kind of like that scene. I love the.
After a while, that may have changed, as reportedly tension between Kennedy and Lucas escalated, and Kennedy came to resent and oppose Lucas's attempts to pull Star Wars out of its death spot.
Lucas hasn't done what?
Control. He has no control. No control, no insight, no control, no insight, no input, nothing.
Wait, hold on. What?
He had no.
No, we can't have that, Johnny. Look, you're doing it again, man. How many times do I have to tell you? You got to stop with this knowledge and this actual like facts. Like you're coming here acting like George Lucas didn't have any control, that he wasn't actually that he wasn't actually trying to come at Kathleen Kennedy, that he wasn't trying to, somehow take control of Lucasfilm back, after the guy had sold it for $4 billion and actually retired and was done with Star Wars and was enjoying being with his wife. You're going to sit here and try to tell me that he wanted to do all these things? Come on, shut up. Just stop it.
And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
Oh, heaven forbid.
Look. There are dumb scenes. There are dumb scenes in Star Wars, but there's dumb scenes in every Star Wars movie. Every Star Wars movie has dumb scenes in it. So if we're just going to pick apart dumb scenes, we can pick apart dumb scenes. That's fine. Excuse me. Okie day. Oh, you in a big doo-doo now. Like, come on. We're talking about doo-doo, and we're talking about,
there's what, a minute and a half of Jar Jar's tongue getting stuck in something there in Phantom Menace. I mean, give me a break.
Right? I mean, come on. There's a bunch of stupid stuff in Star Wars, for God's sake. But it doesn't mean that we just throw it all out, and dude, and this is fine. This is fine for you to say,
front man.
And I totally respect that. When you just say, look, I just didn't like the movie. I said that about Attack of the Clones for years, man. Like about Attack of the Clones, I said that like off like all the time, that I just did not like the movie. And that's fine. But this idea of like we're going to try to bring down all of Star Wars, that's what I can't get behind. Is like we're going to literally attack all the people who did like it. Like if you liked Attack of the Clones, like good for you, because you like a Star Wars movie. I may not like it as much as you do, or I may not like it at all, but it doesn't mean that we can't still love Star Wars, right? I mean, it doesn't mean that like we should be like Doomcock and just stay angry at Star Wars, and people are like, I never want to see Star Wars again, or hearing stories from people that are like, I sold all my Star Wars stuff and I never wanted to see another Star Wars again.
But guess what? When the new one comes out, these people will still pay their money and go see it.
He's off his knockers.
Off his knockers.
He's getting green milk from him or something.
He's off his knockers.
I roll. The source then went on to describe just how insanely out of control things got as the final chapter in the Star Wars saga entered production. Quote, I know all of you have been told that The Rise of Skywalker was a mess behind the scenes. Trust me.
Yeah.
You don't know the half of it.
And then the whole making of, now people are like, the making of book's never going to be released.
Yeah.
Because who knows? I don't know what the drama is behind that. Maybe, I don't know, but there's whatever.
I don't know, man. I love how Doomcock's picture is down there in the bottom right-hand corner. I mean, look at him. Looking all,
nice. then you got Ray here just getting all, he looks totally ridiculous in there, but
I like the color scheme.
Yeah.
Outside of Solo, I've never seen anything like this. The reshoots for this movie were insane. The changes were almost daily, adding characters only to take them out. It was awful.
Look, I watched The Rise of Skywalker too, and I can imagine. We all watched The Rise of Skywalker. Look, The Rise of Skywalker parts was really messy. It really was. But I blame that on people like Doomcock and these others who literally threw so much shade at The Last Jedi that these people making this movie, they felt like they could not win. There was nothing that they could do to make people happy.
Exactly. And so what JJ and crew did is they said, fine, we need to make this movie work somehow so that people that hated The Last Jedi can watch Force Awakens and then watch Rise of Skywalker and not miss a beat. And that's what they did. They cut that movie, they edited that movie in such a way. I think a lot of that, it's not done daily. That movie was not edited on the fly.
No.
Okay.
No.
They were late almost getting it to the box office and everything because of the editing. But that movie was edited in such a way that you could watch episode 7 and episode 9 and not without missing a beat.
Yeah.
You could watch it without having episode 8 in there. And they did that to appease the people that were so whiny about episode 8.
Yeah.
Because, so whatever.
It is. Well, and that's the thing. It's like literally they tried to appease everybody, and that's why we got the Rise of Skywalker that we got, where literally they just throw this in. And 187, you bring up a great point. Normal fans don't know who Doomcock is, but
exactly.
but it's the voice of Doomcock, and it's the voice of some of the others that Doomcock represents, where they have they've literally just tried to ruin it for everybody, and they're trying to spread that message is the thing, and they're continuing to do it. And I don't understand why. Like it just doesn't really make sense to me. And like I said again, front man, I appreciate your comments.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
I definitely appreciate your comments. Like if you can't find it, like of what to watch, but see, then I get it. Is only YouTubers are hardcore. But the thing is, man, is there are people literally who are giving him, they're supporting this idea, and they're giving him hundreds of dollars. And I don't want to get into that so much, but there are a lot of people. We can't just dismiss this as like nobody knows who he is, because the greater public doesn't know who he is, but he has a lot of people following him who actually come into like just stuff where we just want to talk about Star Wars and just love it. I had a campaign for those of you guys who are newer to the channel. I had a campaign back in November that was just simply called #ILoveStarWars. Okay. And that's all it was. Like there was just #ILoveStarWars, but I literally had people coming at me, Johnny, like coming into those live streams and just telling me how I sucked and Star Wars sucked, just to tell me that Star Wars sucked and that I couldn't have that opinion. No. And I just started talking to people just like, why are you here? Why are you attacking me? But it's because they're listening to these other YouTubers and these other people, and like they just couldn't accept the fact
exactly
that somebody might like something that they don't like.
Well, yeah, and then you see
and you hear me here, guys. You hear me here, and honestly, it's from my heart. Like, if you don't like the sequels, I'm fine with that. I am really fine with that. I am not mad at you for not liking the sequels. If you don't like The Last Jedi, I'm okay with that. Like I'm right there with you when it comes to The Rise of Skywalker. My family will tell you, I walked out of that movie ticked. Like my family literally felt like they couldn't express how much they liked it, because they liked it. Johnny, I didn't. Like it wasn't my thing.
Yeah, it's not and the thing is, like, people like Doomcock, Mike Zero, but Doomcock more so, especially because his stuff's been more sensationalistic lately. He does have 196,000 subs. That's right. And 187, his stuff is also getting picked up by, I call them aggregates, but these websites that basically go out there and find YouTubers and Reddit threads and stuff like that and turn them into news stories. And so you're seeing some of these, and I'm not even going to plug these sites, but you all know who they are when you see these articles up there. So now his stuff, Doomcock stuff, is getting put out there like it's a legitimate rumor, and it's just ridiculous. And it just makes
Yeah, there was all these sites that
Oh,
that were saying like that when Doomcock posted the rumor that Star Wars was getting
rebooted.
redone,
Yeah.
right, and that they were going to do away with the sequel trilogy, like
It-
legitimate news sites were
Yeah.
reporting that just because they saw that story and it was something that they felt would appeal to a mass audience. And so they went with that. Yeah. And so thank you, 187. I see, this is why we have conversations, right? This is why we have conversations, not just so that you agree with me, but so that we can understand like where we're coming from. Like, we're not just hating on Doomcock. It's just that like this stuff does gain momentum, and then it causes it to be worse. And it's like, we need to be gaining momentum to about hey, Mandalorian season 2 is coming and I'm excited about that. Are you excited about that? Yeah, awesome. Let's talk about Star Wars. Like hashtag I love Star Wars. I love that people are posting that now.
Exactly.
And you know, because that was something that we were, you know, excited about, you know, is hashtag I love Star Wars. Just not telling everybody you got to think like me, or you gotta like what I like, Johnny, and you have to like this movie, but just saying, remember what made you fall in love with Star Wars.
And that's why I love things like what's coming up next weekend. I hate to get off on a tangent, but DC Fandom.
Yeah.
Fandom is going to be celebrating. Maybe you're one of those people that go, oh, I just like some of the DC movies. I only like DC comics, or I like the stuff on television, you know? Well, all of that stuff is being celebrated at DC Fandom. And I think, look, the way the marketing and, you know, the outreach folks at DC and Warner Brothers, AT&T are working right now, people need to take a hard look at what they're doing. And because I think a Star Wars fandom type event, like, hey, come to the Star Wars Cantina. It's going to be 24 hours of this, and we're going to have Favreau talking here, and here's 20 minutes with Filoni, and here's 25 minutes on Bad Batch, right? Like, dude, a Star Wars Cantina online event like that would be epic. It'd be huge. And then it'd be huge, totally huge. Huge stuff. Even if Marvel did that. But I think if Star Wars, you know, take the publicity back. Own it, right?
Yeah.
Don't give these fandom menace guys the loudest voice in the room.
Nope.
Get out there and get loud.
And if you're a part, and I love because Brian Hill, Master of None, he mentioned earlier, like, he was a Doomcock Patreon supporter, right? And so the thing is like understand that if you're a part, if you consider yourself part of the fandom menace, right? Understand that we don't hate you. I don't hate you. I'm not coming against you. All I'm saying is think about why you're doing what you're doing, and who you're siding with, and like who you're associating.
Nope.
Oh, I'm back. That was weird. Okay, that's gonna wear it. Is that they're mad, dude? They're mad. No, but that is going to wear at you over time. Like negativity wears at you over time. Look for some positivity. And I will say this real quick, because I know we got to get back into this. But who was it who said it? I got to find the Frozen 3. Here, Geeks Cosmic Entertainment says, I'm going to tweet out a hashtag I love Star Wars. So in that vein, you guys see Darth Tasty in the thing. Now, Darth Tasty was inspired by that campaign that we ran here at the Poindexter Lounge, hashtag I love Star Wars. And if you're on Facebook, there is a Facebook group called hashtag I love Star Wars, and it's awesome. And it's just about coming together as fans and doing that and loving Star Wars. And so I encourage you that if you're on Facebook, go find that and join that group, because Darth Tasty's a great guy. Ryan's a great guy, and he's doing a lot for of positivity in Star Wars. So yeah. So if you're on Facebook, definitely go do that. Sickness says, whoop, I got out of here. Sickness says, what did you say? Says, I gotta go, guys. All right, man. We're gonna wrap up here real quick. We gotta get through this, but
yeah, we
this information seems to support the claims I made in a recent video regarding the lack of Rise of Skywalker toys in stores that Christmas.
Not true.
No,
I actually just filmed a thing
about that too.
I just filmed a thing down the aisles today, Johnny, of of my local stores just to prove a point. But yeah, oh my gosh, it's like it's ridiculous. This idea is ridiculous. All the toys like are suffering from different various things. And I will just say this about this, and I won't say anything more. When there's not Star Wars toys on the shelves, you know what that means?
People bought them.
People bought them. Just saying.
Stating toy companies were stymied by the constant changes in the production, changes that made it impossible to plan out.
That's not why they did it.
Like
They decided.
the Disney
Dang it! They decided to go to a different scale because they wanted to try something different, and that was it. But that's not why they did
but
it.
he doesn't want to listen to reason.
Possible to plan out a toy line.
Yeah. Okay.
Why people asked this source if they knew how much was spent on the Rise of Skywalker.
Who do you think his people look like? Do you think they all have Doomcock heads as well?
Do they have they have small hands like carnival workers?
Maybe they printed out those emojis and they've just got like those emojis like pasted on like a gasoline jug.
So like they whisper into each other's ear when they meet each other, like "Hail Doomcock,
Hail Doomcock."
The Hail Hydrates.
Between the various versions, the source replied, quote, "I don't know the exact number. I can say it was over the 600 million mark. Yeah, I was in several meetings where it was stated, this is the most expensive movie Disney has made. That was not a bragging point." End quote.
Oh, whatever.
This source
who
then
cares?
goes on to detail some of what went down.
Okay, can we just say that that's a really cool picture right there?
It is a cool picture.
Like I don't care even what he's talking about. I could just look at this picture like for.
That's really cool. I mean, the lifeless look out of Dark Ray right there is really cool.
Ah, look at this. Look at Frontman.
Oh, thank you, Frontman.
Thank you so much, man. That's awesome. That's so awesome.
Oh, thank you, Sickness, for the love as well. I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You guys are awesome. You guys make this awesome because we just get to talk about this stuff with you guys. So that's awesome. This is a great picture.
With the Rise of Skywalker, how the production went so wrong, and how it burned bridges between Kennedy and Lucas. Quote,
How? He wasn't a part of it.
He wasn't part of it except for like maybe set visits. I mean, it's not like he was there running the show.
Right.
Oh, whatever.
About midway into October, JJ wrapped production. There was only one set up at that time, the Emperor set, it was called.
Nice.
JJ left and sent the
Which looks really cool, by the way.
Which that does look awesome.
That's sweet.
movie to post so the editors could finish the movie.
Yes.
When Kathleen Kennedy saw the progress about a week
Oh my god!
The way that he brought her into that, like faded.
Do a fade of her big face right there.
Just a I'm surprised she doesn't have the cowl on. Yes, I faded in. Yes, you thought I was gone. You thought it was just going to be the chair, but no. Now look at my nose.
It's like
a week later, I can personally tell you she was not happy that JJ and George didn't listen to any of her input.
Yes.
A few days later, she called back.
Because it matters. Since George didn't have a job there, it matters that George didn't. Ooh, hey, look at that. Sexy Raylo going on
Is
there.
this the scene that ruined Star Wars?
This is the scene. This is it right here. Look, I don't like this scene either. I didn't want to see them together. I wanted Kylo Ren to die. I wanted him to die stubborn and alone and fall to the dark side. So I get it. But like, you know what? He was kind of cool when he came back. To be kind of honest, like when he went to the light side, he was kind of cool after that. And then that whole thing where he's just like, with the Han Solo callback, where he's just like,
when he does that was great.
Yeah.
But it was, I mean, my daughters and my wife, they love this scene, but you know, they were.
See there, I like Dark Ray a lot too. I want to see more.
I heard the novelization for Rise of Skywalker is awesome.
Yes,
I'll have to pick that up.
Yeah, and this is right. Throne is a 1976 concept art. How? See, this is the problem. These people, they don't know anything about Star Wars. They literally go, well, I don't like this, and it's like, but that's a callback to something that was already like there.
Yeah, call back to some of the early production designs back,
right?
Star Killer base,
right? But they harp on that, and it's like, dude, like that is George Lucas. Like George Lucas liked that back in the day. I mean, that was, it was a concept art, like whatever.
Adam, Daisy, and some stunt doubles to redo the ending the way she wanted.
Yes.
My spy asked the source, quote, Is this one of the shoots in November we heard about?
So you got a spy and a source. So the spy is not the source. The spy is asking the source. The source is telling the spy, who is reporting back to Doomcock. So you got like middlemen and stuff. But of course, he already admitted at the beginning of the video that he has added to it. So what are the parts that he added?
What did you add in there then, buddy?
All the Kathleen Kennedy stuff, right?
Exactly.
Take it with a grain of salt.
The source replied, quote, "Yes, and that's why the final fight looked so blurry, and the kiss looked so strange. The guys in..."
I don't know. That kiss looks pretty hot to me.
I know. I mean, it doesn't look very strange from where I'm sitting. Know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. I got a long-haired guy over here, like some long, curly hair there, like I don't know, man. I'm kind of thinking that Ray might have gone for a guy like me, I mean, I got some facial hair and all, but
it's like, she would have.
And if not, I will make her come to the dark side. I will
We'll draw her back in.
My shroud does not work well with my face when I don't have a hat on. All right, here we go.
Post didn't have the time to iron it out.
No,
unquote.
No, they didn't have
But
time.
even worse, this source reveals that the ending of the Star Wars saga, the one scene that turned the Skywalker saga into the Palpatine saga, was created by Kathleen Kennedy.
Whatever.
According.
Of course it was.
That's the dumbest thing. It makes sense that Palpatine would be still in it. Look, I didn't like the way that they brought Palpatine back into it. I felt like there should have definitely been more setup, Johnny, and had more. I thought it was dumb that they used not Call of Duty, Fortnite to release the speech by Palpatine. That was dumb. I mean, I get it from a marketing standpoint, right? To try to get kids in there and stuff. And my kids play Fortnite, so I get it. But here's the thing, guys. I thought that was dumb. I can honestly say and admit I thought that was dumb. But the fact that he was in there is not dumb, because he's freaking Palpatine, and he was the Phantom Menace in the whole thing.
Exactly. And I mean, it's a shout out and a callback to some of the other stuff. And it's a way for Disney to say that Anakin, Darth Vader, was not the big bad of the whole thing. It was really, he was the evil behind everything the whole time. Like, there was, his influence was the evil influence across all these movies. And so that's, like I said, it's their property. If they want to do it that way, that's fine.
Palpatine was the evil all along.
Exactly.
Don't you know this? Yes, Kathleen, sigh. I love, because I know Brian, so I'm just imagining Brian going, Kathleen didn't do anything with the overall story. That's what the writers do. Imagine that.
Exactly.
You mean the president of the company isn't personally writing the movie, Brian? Brian, if I could right now, I would mute you. I would seriously just mute the heck out of you. Like, I just mute. You're now starting to talk like Johnny and saying things that make sense. Like, seriously. But can I just say this though? Ralph McQuarrie, yes, fantastic conceptual designer.
Oh, dude, that's
an illustrator. And yes, he does have a tinfoil hat under that helmet. I mean, that's what the whole thing's made out of, isn't it? It's like, okay.
To my source,
quote.
That whole I'm Ray Skywalker scene with the two sons,
that was a little over the top and kind of on the nose. Yes, I admit.
Was a middle finger to George.
What?
Really? Really? Come on.
It's a middle finger to George. For what? How is that? I forgot to put this up there. Oh, there's George.
So she did that as a big middle finger to him. Okay.
Yeah. He just showed the two sons. Like, here you go, guys. This was the scene just before. So here we go.
Walker's scene with the two sons was a middle finger to George. Yeah, at that point, The Rise of Skywalker was basically a pissing match between her and him.
For over what? She's the president. He's not. He's retired and doesn't have anything to do with it.
Nothing with it. Oh, wow. Get off my lawn.
Right. Look, I love this picture of him that he keeps showing, because it's just like George just looking like Doomcock. Are you serious? Like,
he's kind of like, I don't know if I want to go in there. There's Star Wars fans. I might
unquote. In fact, according to this source, Kathleen Kennedy's hostility to George Lucas was so extreme
that she peed further.
Exactly.
She totally just peed further than George. She was so mad. Just the anger forced it out. I'm sorry. It was almost like the teat of that manatee. Was that too far? Did I go there? Did I take it too far? Is the Dark Lord? Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I apologize. Even the Dark Lord can realize when he takes something too far. Yes.
That Kennedy personally.
But she did personally pee much further than George. I have it on good authority. My source told my leak. Literally the leak. Literally the leak. It leaked.
They measured.
But they measured, and the leak then told my agent, who was also a spy, who was also the one who cleaned up the mess that Kathleen Kennedy made when she peed further than George Lucas. He didn't pee very far because he's an 80-year-old man, and he doesn't have a powerful stream like he used to have.
Kidney stones were hurting him.
Yes.
Called George Lucas the night before the premiere and told him she was going to change the ending of the film and the entire saga from what he wanted to what she wanted.
Bull crap. She did not call him the night before the premiere and say, I'm going to change the movie from what you like to what I like. That is a lie. There is no way I believe that. Look, if that ever comes out that that's true, I will personally stand here and make a half-hour video apologizing. Like, seriously. Okay, we got to get through this.
Can you imagine it? Ray Palpatine standing there at the end of the movie, taking the Skywalker name,
Yep,
taking his ancestral home.
I can because I watched the movie. Yeah, that's exactly what she did.
Burying his lightsaber in the ground.
Yep.
Standing on his porch and sucking up his twin sunset fundamentally changed.
Because Luke had died and it was a callback. Yes, and it summed up the entire saga. Yes, I can imagine.
The entire Star Wars saga.
Yes. Oh, come on!
You have to.
Doomcock, you're killing me here, buddy. You're killing me. You're just killing me. Okay, skip that. All right, here we go. Come on.
The Skywalker saga. It was now the Palpatine saga. The story of how the Palpatines triumphed over the Skywalker clan and took everything from them.
What?
Like,
look, I'm the Dark Lord here, but I still say what?
Oh wow!
How did that? How
does he get that out of that?
How do you get that out of that? That makes no sense. Oh my gosh, that's just toe dumb. So that's toe dumb. I can't even talk.
It was a Palpatine that was the last woman standing.
Oh gosh.
At the end of the rise of Skywalker, Star Wars is now a story about the triumph of evil. Thanks to Kathleen Kennedy.
What?
There could be no stronger rejection of George Lucas than this, turning his tale of redemption and hope into a dirge of derision and despair, all because of Kathleen Kennedy. If this source is correct, Kennedy forced an ending on the rise of Skywalker and by extension, the entire saga as a middle finger to George Lucas himself. But what of the fans? What does Miss Kathy feel about the fans, according to this source? Quote, well, after the rise of Skywalker, she was pretty much put in the hot seat, and then Jon Favreau came in and everyone loved The Mandalorian. So to say she hates the fans at this point would be an understatement.
What?
In previous videos, I've mentioned other sources saying Kennedy vowed to burn.
She's president. It's not like she wrote and produced a different show or a different movie than Jon Favreau. It's all Star Wars. And guess what? She gets the praise and the glory for anything that comes out because she's president of the freaking company. She is not. Favreau is not her peer. She is over Favreau. Stop this.
She's got nothing. They're not on the same level.
No, she is above him. Whether you like it or not, she is above him. He is not her peer. He is not somebody that's in competition with her. Like, what in the world what world do you live in, Doomcock? That is the most ridiculous thing ever. Why would she be upset that he was successful when his success is her success and makes her look great as the president of the company?
Exactly.
Star Wars down if she was ever forced to make her exit. Well, now that rumors suggest Kennedy is already out in all but name only, my representative asked the source.
I literally was so upset that a toy that has been up on this shelf, dude, for literally a year just fell off. The Rogue One toys that I had up on my shelf that have been sitting up there and nobody's even touching, all of a sudden just fell off the shelf because they can't even believe what they're hearing.
And as much as I love you in the lounge, Enosh, I've got to.
That's fine. Well, okay. Well, you know what? I think I'm done. I think I'm really done, man. I don't think we can finish this. It's got 2 minutes anyways. It's got 2 minutes. We've already heard enough. Johnny, you're awesome, man. I know you got to get going.
Thank you so much.
But thank you, Johnny, for being here. We're going to finish this thing up, but I appreciate you, man. Everybody give it up for Johnny Pop in the stream, man. He's got to go get his kids and stuff, but thank you, Johnny.
Thanks,
you're awesome, man.
We love you.
Okay. Love you too, man. So I don't know what this is. This doesn't make any sense to me, guys, whatsoever, to hear this kind of statement. Like seriously, I guess let's just finish this video off real quick and then I gotta go.
For some time now, it seemed Disney was happy to just let her keep going. What changed? Quote, she knew her contract wasn't getting renewed, and if you ask me, she was in a frame of mind that she was going to burn it down as she left. I personally think her hiring Leslie Headland was the last.
They would have fired her right away. If they even suspected that, guys, they would have fired her right away. That's not how business is done. Look, I've worked in corporate businesses. Like I joke, but I worked for FedEx office. They bought Kinko's, and like I've seen how that works. I was a sales guy for FedEx for 14 years, and that's just not how it works. If they even suspected that Kathleen Kennedy was trying to burn anything to the ground or make anything bad for the company where the company would suffer at all, forget about contract being renewed. She would be gone. There wouldn't be this back and forth. And like my leak said this, and she's the best. No, it would not have been any of that stuff, guys. This is ridiculous.
Straw. After that, investors started to get involved, and I know for a fact she was told there was nothing in her contract saying they had to give her money for her productions. And if she wasn't happy about it, she could quit. After that, she kind of lost it. Unquote. And that is directly from the source. That is not my own words, just to be clear.
But yeah, because you don't want to be called on it, Doomcock. But you're the one sharing it, and you're the one putting it out there. And if you actually have a source that told you this, if this is not something that Doomcock has just made up, and this is actually a source that told him this, first of all, he shouldn't have run with the story because he should have been smarter than to run with something like this, because this is just bias, as Brian said. Right here, he's just giving confirmation bias to his followers. That's all this is, because this is I mean, come on. This is dumb. Yes, Doomcock does not know how business works. This is just, look, if she's guilty of anything, maybe she had a concept of something that she wanted to see done, but it didn't work. But come on, guys, you got to see that this is like the furthest thing from anything that the truth could be. This just does not make any sense. This is ridiculous. I wish Johnny was still here to hear this, because this is ridiculous.
And there you have it, folks. The sad and sorry tale of fear and loathing at Lucasfilm. It didn't have to be this way. Disney could have empowered any of the generation of Star Wars fans who became writers and directors to create something with love, a fitting tribute to Lucas and his galaxy far, far away.
Again, he's just saying things right there just to get an emotional response out of you. If you didn't like the sequel trilogy, he's literally just trying to play you. He's trying to play on your emotions and to get you to support him, not based on what he's sharing or like the actual facts, but on your emotion. That's one of the problems that I have with stuff like this, is it's playing on the emotions of people. And then that's what we talked about it with other people, right? Is that then turns into how people end up giving their money to these types of channels because it's like a televangelist kind of person. You guys know what I do for a living. I hate that stuff. I hate that, like, begging for money junk and whatnot, like playing on people's emotions, like telling people, oh, look, we'll pray for you if you give us money. We'll say a special prayer. We'll send you some special oil from Israel, or some water that was in the Jordan River, right? That's garbage stuff too. This is garbage. Star Wars news is what this is. This is the same thing. This is like a televangelist preying on your emotions, knowing that you probably didn't like the Star Wars sequels and using that against you is what he's doing for support. And that's what I have a problem with.
They could have done the Lucas sequel trilogy he wrote, and they could have proceeded from a foundation of respect for the very fans that made Star Wars worth $4.5 billion.
Yeah, but you don't know, Doomcock, that trilogy was going to work. And you've never seen the treatment or what was actually there, so you can't speak to that fact. So you saying that it's respectful to George or to anybody else just based on that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't have any merit to it whatsoever.
That was not.
It sounds good, right? It sounds good because we want to respect George Lucas. I admit that it sounds good, but it's not based on fact. It's based on emotion.
And only time will tell if George Lucas's return to Lucasfilm will make a difference. But his return,
he's not returning. So there you go. There's your answer.
Is our last best hope now.
No, it's not. Look at this plea, like he's making some emotional plea. It's our last best hope now. He wrote this basically to stir up this emotion. I mean, it's obvious.
For Star Wars. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all my...
Okay, well, that's enough of that. Guys. He's not coming back. He's not coming back. This is... He does. He's pulling it from somewhere, all right. Here's the thing, guys. He's not coming back. 187. I'm hearing what you're saying, but it's that emotion. I understand I understand people wanting him to come back, but he's not coming back. He is literally retired. He has been enjoying his retirement, and he has expressed absolutely no interest in coming back whatsoever. There is not one viable, real outlet that has reported anything about this stuff other than Doomcock and other than Mike Zero. That should tell you something. That literally should be all of the proof that you need that George is not coming back. He has not made a statement. He has not said anything. They've literally said that he wrote half of the Rise of Skywalker. And yes, George is nearly 80. He is not coming back to try to run a company. Like, literally, think about this. He owned all of it. He literally controlled every possible thing about it. And he sold it all to get rid of it and to clean to wash his hands of it and to walk away. He is not going to come back in. George Lucas's thing has always been he does not want to work for anybody. When he made the prequels, he specifically financed the whole thing himself. Do you understand that, like, Fox could not tell him what to do in his own movies? Like, they could not tell him what to do with his own films. And that he financed the whole thing. The movie studios had nothing to do with it. They didn't put up any money for it. But he didn't come back for the Mando series. He literally visited the set and talked to them. He is not going to come back and work for Disney. That he literally has spent his whole life hating the idea of working for any company other than being the boss himself. That has been George Lucas's whole thing. Look at any of the history of George Lucas, and you'll see that he is not coming back to work under Iger. Like, everybody's making such a big deal about this Iger thing, that him and Iger had this falling out and everything. Do you think he's going to come back and work under Iger and work under Disney's set of rules and what they tell him he has to do? And he doesn't want that stress. He is not coming back to do any of that. There is no way that he would do that. There's just no way. And the idea that he would subject himself to Disney, there's no way. He hired the people on that staff 187 years ago when he was in charge, and they're still there. There's a difference. Bob is a CEO, not a producer. He is, but he is the CEO. Yeah, I mean, Tube Dude has it right here. He'll visit the set. He'll talk to them about it. He'll because he's friends with what's his name? I mean, he's friends with Favreau, and he's friends with Dave Filoni. I mean, he's friends with them. They worked for years together on Clone Wars. So yeah, he's going to visit his friends, and it's Star Wars, and he's going to offer his opinions and his thoughts and things like that. But he's not going to work for him, and he's not going to be in charge of the whole thing. He's just not going to do it. We're not going to see that. Like I said, look, if it ever came back, right? If it ever came back, I would eat my words. I'd gladly come to you all and say, like, I'm sorry. But this is Mark Chapman is great. Wes Craven tried to replicate his Freddy Krueger success with Shocker to spite New Line, and it bombed. The same would happen if Lucas went down a similar path. It's just, guys, it's just not going to happen. This is such fake news. This is such nonsense. Man, at the end, he just went full tinfoil hat, didn't he? That's the only way to explain it, man, is full tinfoil hat on that. So, well, guys, it's good to be back. It's good to see you all in here, and good to have you guys in here just commenting and going back and forth. And like I said, I respect all of you guys' opinions. I hope you know that. I hope you know that I care about you all, and I'm thankful for all of you guys. You guys are all awesome, and you're fantastic in your own ways, and you make this fun. You make this worth coming back to. So thanks, guys. Big ups to you too, Tube Dude. Big ups, Enosh. Check your phone. Oh, check my phone. Ooh, you gotta check my phone here. This is what I came up real quick. Ooh, that's cool. I'm not going to show this, but Bruce is coming up with concepts for his Doomcock action figure. I'm dealing that. The tinfoil is eating his brain cells. Good. 187. I'm glad that you enjoy the conversation, because I enjoy the conversation. Let's see. Do we know who is the oldest working director? I don't. I can't think of it offhand. I mean, Spielberg's getting up there. But I know that he's even starting to back off. Like, he was supposed to do Indiana Jones, and he backed off Indiana Jones. So I don't know if that's necessarily because of his age or what. I don't know. Thanks, Brian. Dude, you're awesome as well, man. I love talking to you. I want to have you on. Like I said, I want to do something with you, either on your channel or here, whatever. Talk about some stuff. Coppola is a good guess for oldest director. That would be another one. Jack says Steven Spielberg, I guess. Yeah, that would be probably my guess, would be either Coppola or Spielberg. Yeah, well, Brian brings up a good point here. I highly doubt, after what they did to his treatment for George, meaning for his sequels, that he's ever coming back. I mean, that's been a real discussion point of that, like, according to them, he was really, really upset. They were upset that, he was upset that they did not take his his input into the new movies. I have seen the making of Mando, and George is definitely there on set, but again, that is just him on on set, but it's not him working. Like there's a difference between coming and saying hi. Look, I used to work at Kinko's, like I said, for 14 years, you know, and FedEx and stuff. And every once in a while, like I'll pop in and I'll see people I used to work with, and I'm like, hey, you know, and we'll talk shop, and we'll talk about different things, you know, that have to do with the printing business and whatnot. But I'm not working. I'll offer them my opinions and I'll talk to them about stuff. But you know, yeah, I'm not working there anymore. So George Miller is also a good guess. I don't but hey guys, yeah, Scorsese, that's another. So we got a few. Yeah, Scorsese. Yeah, Alejandro Jodorowsky is the oldest director. Huh, that's interesting. So tonight, a couple of things before I let you guys go. Tonight we will do a call-in show at midnight Eastern time. So be looking for that. So guys, get your questions ready, get your stuff ready. If you got comments on this, you got Fandom comments, we'll definitely be doing that coming up at midnight. And I may I see you. Woody Allen, he's 84. That's another good one. So I may pop into Mad Max's stream. He's got one at 11 p.m. He's talking about Man of Steel being one of the best reboots ever. Yeah, you know, I don't know. I don't know if that's, if you consider that a reboot, but you know, we'll see. But hey guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. You guys, like I said, you're always awesome. You always good. Brian Hill will be on for Max's stream. They got a lot of stuff, a lot of great stuff coming up, guys, here in the next couple of days. Obviously for Fandom, there's going to be just an amazing stream. It's going to be Crisis on Infinite Streams, and lots of different channels working together to bring you guys the best content. Film Gob, Max, me, Nicotina, Zeverfet. There's a couple other ones that I knew that once I started talking about them, I was gonna miss them all. But everybody, I'm actually going to put out the list and the schedule so that you guys can know who is going to be streaming at what point, and you guys can go and support all of them. All right, guys. Well, thank you, Jenner. I missed you guys too, and I hope that you enjoy these videos, and that and I'm glad to have you guys back here in the lounge with me. All right, guys. Well, until later tonight, I hope that you guys have a wonderful evening. I hope that you enjoy some time with your families and the people that you love. That's what I try to do, and look for some fun videos about our travels and some of the toys that we picked up along the way. Until next time, my name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, saying be good to each other. Love what you love, no matter what anybody else says, and don't fight with people about it. Right? Let them love what they love, and if they don't love something that you love, let it go. It's okay. We don't all have to like the same thing. We don't all have to have the same feelings about everything. We can literally feel differently about everything, and it's fine. And guess what? The world's still going to go around, and it's still going to be okay. Right? So until next time, guys, stay nerdy, and we'll see you in just a little while. Bye-bye.